We are back to the game. Let's go ahead and go back to the basement. That's where the guys were last week. I just wanted to ask them what they wanted to do because there is
We
a
left the basement after taking payment and then we went shopping.
well, yeah, I remember that, but there is there's a spiral staircase that I think I mentioned. Did
Yeah, and we told him to seal it.
Okay, okay. All right, well then we'll go ahead and go back to the city streets. The guys did a mission for one of the owners of the tavern. This is where I'll go ahead and shut up, and the guys can fill you in. You guys, I'm gonna get some diet coke while they fill you in.
They had a
Uh,
problem with missing wine barrels, so we investigated, and there was a bunch of goblins who were sneaking in, apparently causing the usual general mischief goblins cause, and we cleared them out.
And there was goblins that weren't really goblins. They were vegetable or vegetation doppelgangers. So gobbledangers.
Okay.
Gobble dangers, I like that word.
And nonetheless, despite our convincing defeat of the many goblins that came at us last night, after a long rest, when you guys first woke up, you found your 3 foot tall rabbit friend was nowhere to be found. And in his place was walking around one of the goblin bosses you killed last night, wearing all of Dunn's clothes and his gear. And as you wake up, he looks at you and says, "Good morning, Thunderheads. Don't be alarmed, I'm not here for trouble. Your rabbit friend had to go, but he left me all his stuff and asked me to fill in so you wouldn't be short-handed. I'm Andon, one Andon. You can just call me One."
One and done. Got it.
It's just gonna be like this, huh?
It's going to be like this, yes, indeed. It's a security measure.
Okay.
We leave every day's adventure
So for the
behind.
new guy coming in, how Sigil is which is basically like the center of everything, has basically been taken. The easiest way to describe it, it's been taken over by air quoting here, the man, and there may be some things going on in the background, but our characters haven't been made privy about this. We literally started our first session last week. And it's just basically been minor things we've been taking care of.
Okay.
No one's contacted us for anything other than some odd jobs. So for all intents and purposes, we are or at least I we're just a group of mercenaries for now. At least I it's basically what it is.
all right, did you go through
Well,
the beginning about how Satan rules and all that good stuff?
Mhm.
Oh,
Sigil was taken over by the man.
Satan,
The man.
Satan the man.
He's taken over. The man took over Sigil.
Yeah, that's correct. So basically, the reason why Sigil is not doing too well is because Mr. Iridescence, his team basically bailed out on the city initially. That was another campaign. So the results of that, uh,
My voice in that decision wouldn't have mattered because it was a majority decision to fuck off.
well, that fucking off ended up getting the devils to take over the city, and these are the results. So basically, the devils are in charge of the city. Now, if you know anything about the Planescape or Sigil, there's a Lady of Pain. She's neutral. She doesn't care if Satan is rules this city. Well, now Satan is really not in the cities as Modeus in the D&D uh, cosmology. So his subjects or assets. Wait a minute. Let me put one of the guys on the map. Because the guy, I mean, you see these guys around the city all the time. They're basically the owners or the senators or judges, the people that make decisions over the city, and you've seen them around. Now, since you guys are nobodies, you're level one nobodies. You have your own backstory, but again, the city is ruled by some very bad people. So slave trade and slavery, prisoners, people being tortured. It's pretty much normal. There's a lot of degeneracy in the city. I'm not going to go through the details of the degeneracy, but you can, read up on the Via Republic, and you could maybe get some ideas on that. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but let's not get too weird with the campaign. So just to make sure you guys know it's horrible here. That's really what I'm trying to say here. There's thieves and people trying to rip you off all the time. Since you guys are nobodies, you're not gonna. It's not like you have to be paranoid over what's going on, but there are certain factions that are vying for power. The agenda is to basically reach as many cities as possible. In the game, there's really only 5. I mean, we're not going to do the multi-universe scenario. 5 is good enough for you guys to try to save. And by the way, when you save each one of these 5 timelines, you will make the city normal again. Because again, I hate to keep repeating this point, but in the Back to the Future movie, when Biff changed the timeline, Marty had to go back and fix it. So that's really what is going on, Marty and the Doc. And then, so that's your guys' job, but you're going to have to do that 5 times. Each time you save or restore the timeline, then the city starts to get more normal as per lore. If you want to know what normal is, then just, maybe read a Planescape module. It's not that horrible. It's mostly neutral with a little, neutral with a side of good, but it's not like heavenly or anything like that. So the guys, I gave them 5 things that need to be fixed in order for the city to go back to normal. One of the things that this has already happened is the outpost or outland city that has the Celestials be able to visit the city of Sigil. That has been destroyed. There is no outland city for the angels to maybe try to visit the city. I'll let the other guys repeat or let you know on how that works if you're not familiar with Planescape. There's the Outlands, and there's ways to get into Sigil through the Outlands, so on and so forth. Yeah, that might be a little complicated. I don't want to waste your time. The guys can fill you in on that if it's necessary for the story. All right, so I wanted to go through that. Mr. Iridescence is, he might know more people than the rest of the guys, only due to the fact that he knows a little bit about Sigil. So we go by the book. Lore is what I go by. So there's no need to argue about what happened when. It's all written down. So no need for me to, explain what the real lore is all about. Because again, you're in the Biff universe, and you're in a very bad place. All right, so that's about it. I think if the guys want to mention something else, just to make sure that you know what the bedrock of the campaign's all about. The bedrock is basically Back to the Future, and the city is run by Biff. That's really the campaign. All right,
Now,
I'll shut up.
Refresh my memory. We're in the section of Sigil that's called the Hive, which is full of rainbows and unicorns. It smells really nice and is the safest part of the city.
No, actually, you're in the worst part of the city. You're like in the Chicago
Oh,
part of the city. If you,
oh,
yeah.
that's awful.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. I'm not saying
Come
the
here,
whole
back.
city.
Grab a drink.
I'm not saying the whole city of Chicago is bad people, but there are a lot of murders during the weekend. So let's not fuck around here, all right? There's a
Oh no,
lot.
this place is the slums
Well, okay, you want to
Yeah.
call it the slums if you want to call
because that's
Chicago.
what it's self-described as.
I didn't say slums. You said slums, sir.
I did.
All
You
right.
got a problem with it?
I don't know. You might be. You
Because
might
it calls itself that.
be, well, you might be a normie, and we will have a problem if you
Are-
are a normie.
Are the rats here just as big as they are in Chicago?
They're called cranium rats, which are.
Yeah, they got brains on their
They
head
got
and they can
brains.
cast magic
Yeah.
if they gather in enough.
Oh
number.
no! Can we fix that?
You can definitely fix that, but they run throughout the city. So there's a lot
I mean,
of them. It's basically you asking, well, can we get rid of all the rats in New York City? Well, you could spend your whole campaign doing that if you wanted to, but they're.
Is this something Biff did?
Well, no, that's
No.
per lore. That is lore. The rats are run throughout the whole city. That's again. If I encourage you guys to read some of the books, it might give you ideas of what you might want to do. Because again, if a player said, "Hey, I know this NPC, I want to talk to them," I would just say, "Oh, you know this guy," and I'll give you like a little, extra information if you take the initiative. If you don't take the initiative, I don't know really what you want to do, so I'm not gonna assume that you want to talk to. As an example, there's a Dabuz by the name of Fel. Again, these are things that you kind of, if you were into the game or into the Planescape universe, you would maybe know about. But
today's alcoholic beverage is Gosling's Black Seal Bermuda Black Rum.
well, we have alcoholics in the game, so I am an alcoholic. So,
Yeah,
well-
I control. The difference is I control myself.
Well, I'm not. I don't drink. Most of the time, I don't drink while we're playing. Especially when we got a new guy here who I'm trying to impress and not to leave because I might say some weird things. All right. Well, that's enough of the jibber jabber by me. I think the new guy is aware that the timeline is skewed and they got to make it back. We just started the game, so the guys really haven't done anything other than to find out that there are doppelgangers afoot in the city.
Doppelgangers.
Yeah, well,
Gobbledangers.
doppelgangers.
Gobbeldangers.
Now, whether that, well, I mean, the guys already have their hands full over trying to save the universe, and the doppelgangers might or might not be important, is what I'm trying to say. They just started the game, so this is a year-long campaign. I mean, we're not in a hurry. Nobody is in a hurry. We got plenty to do by the time December comes around. So let's not worry about that too much because, again, we just started the campaign. You automatically go up every 2 weeks, Mr. New Guy, so you don't have to worry about experience points or anything like that. You just go up. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to mention. Oh, I did put down a couple of pictures of NPCs on the map for your new guys. Well, the new guys probably already know this. They're the leaders of factions in the Sigil. Again, if you read the module of the book, you know that there's certain factions in the city, and they might or might not be cooperating. They're still the same people. It's still the same lore. It's just that they might have a different opinion of how they feel towards the city. As an example, Mr. Iridescence here, he belongs to a faction, and they might have their own. They have their own agenda. Whether they are going to work towards restoring the city, I don't know. I thought he was going to do something with his guys.
That would probably be a goal of them if they think the people in power here are getting too big for their britches. But again, I'm only a level 1 nobody. They ain't gonna trust jack shit to me.
Well, I thought about the powwow. I didn't know if you wanted.
In addition, the separate cells of this faction operate independently, so each will probably have its own individual goals.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna get. again, it's going to get complicated. There's a lot of factions. There's a lot
Well,
of
they also have no headquarters in Sigil.
yeah, those. Well, you tell you what. We'll do that today. I want to get a standard for your faction, so we can move forward on your goals for the future. Because again, you could definitely try to achieve those goals today.
Do
Well,
you
not
want do you want, like, you talk about character personal goals or what?
no. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the NPCs in the. Well, let's do that now, Silver, and then we'll all be on the same page. All right. So the guys have just finished helping out the tavern lady with the wine calves that are being stolen. The guys mentioned that the exit towards the sewers from that basement needs to be sealed off. That's one of the guys. That's what Iridescence had mentioned to the tavern lady, and she knows him. You know what? Let me put you on the map because I want the new guy. Everything's maps, new guy. Everything
Yeah.
that you see is gonna be a map. All right, so
So
go ahead.
easier for you, DM. If the faction wants to contact me, they don't do it directly. They do it through like dead drops or like
Mhm.
common or through dead drops and hitmen messages and the like. They'll never contact me directly.
Well, Mr. Silver, you know that there are these what do they call them? Errand boys. You know all about those guys, right? The errand boys for the city. I think you know about that, or maybe not.
Talk about the errand people for the faction, but again,
Yeah,
we wouldn't be operating in a way that somebody could overhear us,
well, that's what
which is why.
that's what the secret message is from the errand. Again, guys, if you're all
Oh, so, okay. So is
yeah.
he going to be speaking in thieves' can or something?
No, he's gonna. Okay. Well, I just kind of want to show the new guy the map where the bartender gave you the order. This is not that it matters, new guy, but I kind of want to make sure that.
I don't see nothing. It's still a black screen.
Let me turn on the lights. That's because you don't have a token in. So, thanks for letting me know.
There I am.
All right, so you should see see the map. This is where they first met, and the tavern lady was like, "Hey, Mr. Iridescence, or what's his character's name? Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Hey, I'm having some problems with thieves stealing the wines. I am not aware of when this happened. So anyway, long story short, the guys were able to find out that there were weird goblins. Two of the goblins were doppelgangers. I don't know what he wants to do with that information. The bartender, if Mr. Or Miss Lisa wants to speak with the bartender, she's just going to say, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm just serving beers here. All right, so they decide to leave the area. This is where we're going to go ahead and stop. If you guys want to go back home and go to have a rest, 8-hour rest, we'll start in the morning. But the guys were fucking around at around midnight is when they all got together last week, and
Yeah,
they did.
we did that. Got about short rested, did some shopping, and I guess we're returning here.
All right, so
So probably this will probably be like the afternoon of the next day or something.
all right, you
Does
heard
that
the
all
guy.
make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, by the way, new people, you can insert your own thing if you want. Again, this is not a linear game. This is a sandbox game, so if you want to, insert your own little backstory. As an example, Mr. Iridescence has his faction backstory, which we're going to do today. But if you want to have your own faction backstory, or I came here because I'm the son of the Lady of Pain, or whatever crazy story you want to make up, you can definitely do that. All right, so it's the next day, as Mr. Dude has mentioned. The guys are gathered together to plan their next event or whatever. And then all of a sudden, a little child comes to your table, Mr. Dude. He doesn't directly, say hi to you, Mr. Iridescence or Lisa. He kind of runs past you and drops a note on the floor. You are the only person that, well, somebody around you might have noticed it, but it doesn't really matter. You pick up the note. It's got these strange, uh, hieroglyphics on the note. You know what it
It's
is.
a cipher. It's a cipher.
All right, there you go. All right, so it's a cipher. They're wanting you to meet the team in the marketplace, and you know exactly where the marketplace is, and plus the
Hmm.
location of where you usually hang out. So, you know the location. They want you to meet them today in the afternoon. Probably, well, let's just, if you want specifics, let's just say,
Does it say if I have to come alone or?
uh, well, well, how do you feel about you having strangers in your anonymous faction? You make the call, sir. I don't know if you want to just blow your cover. That's you. I don't know what you want to do with that.
Well, I can assume another identity if it comes down to it. That's part of being in this faction. But
Well,
I was saying, does the note say if I have to come alone or not?
they would determine how you feel about it. You are a equal partner in the faction. You're not above anybody or below anybody. If you think it's proper
Rank and
etiquette,
file member. If it's not an important. Well, I can bring the group to the marketplace. They have to do their shopping anyways.
well, the question is whether you want to have the secret meeting with your group. Is the question.
Hmm. As much as I would like to stay in character, I doubt this would be engaging for the other groups if they just kind of sit here doing nothing.
Your call.
So I'll fold the message and then I'll just tear it up or whatever.
Oh, okay. So
And then I'll look at the
Yeah.
others and I say, "How well can you keep a secret?"
you just met them, bro.
I know. That's what. And I'm also going to be rolling insight on them.
Oh, I'm taking a piss while you do your detective work.
Well, it all depends. I heard that the only way two people can keep a secret is if one of them is dead. So yeah, I can keep a secret.
Zorix
Hey,
here.
did I tell you my mother was a mermaid? There.
Yeah,
She shared a
okay. I'm
secret.
going to assume no from you. Alright.
Well, if you incited me, that would be like a total truthful thing I just said.
Am I already at the table? Or
I see Oryx and Dunn, but no one else.
Klein's like just below us on the
Okay.
screen. Yeah.
I'll turn to the other person at the table and you say, "What about you? How good at you are keeping your lips sealed?"
I already have secrets that nobody knows.
Okay, I see. Honestly, out of character, I would have just went and gone and done it, but I don't feel like having people just sit around with their thumbs up their butt while I'm off doing something. All right. And I'll notice there's someone at the door kind of eyeing our table.
Why don't we
So I'll-
split the party?
I'll
and
lean
you-
back in the chair, look at the person eyeing us from the door, and be like, "Is there something you need?"
yeah, no, not really. I just found this tavern, and then I didn't want to be out there. I wanted like a safe place, and I just got here. Doesn't seem like it's a safe place. Everybody here looks so not friendly.
Oh, you came to the wrong place if you're looking for friendly company.
These guys at the table killed all my goblin friends last night.
It can be worse than outside, to be honest. Like I was just running away, and then I found this place, and I'm just hiding here. So just don't mind me for now.
I tell you what, we're heading over to the market district. If you want to not get mugged on the way there, I suppose you can tag along.
Yeah, that
Uh,
works with me.
that that
Mhm,
will
let's
work.
do that.
I will appreciate that offer. Thank you very much.
And I'll look at the other two. I said I got some business to take care of in the market district. You guys, while we're there, you can take care of any business you need.
Perfect. Pick up some supplies or something. Maybe we could find something out about what we did last night, or maybe there's nothing more to know.
I'm sure we can find some fresh rats to eat.
Oh, you'll find those. I'm sure you'll find cranium rats everywhere. Anyways, sounds like we need to do some shopping. I got some business over in the market district, so I suppose it works out for all of us.
Sounds like a plan.
All
All
right.
right. So DM basically they're gonna do their in-character game character shopping a bit while I take care of some business in the market district. So
All right, so you guys head out, going to the marketplace. Now, the scenery is there's a couple of those mine flyer ships that are flying overhead. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Maybe.
The Nautilus or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a couple of maybe one or two or three flying overhead, as well as the Gits Yankees slave ships. Pretty much any ship that you see is going to be doing slave trade, as well as bringing in supplies to the city. Um, I kind of want to make sure if you ever saw the movie Blade Runner, it's kind of sort of like that. Of course, it's not futuristic, so let's not get crazy here. It's just that the mood, it's depressing, oppressive. It's almost always either raining or it's drizzling. The devils made a deal with the fish folk, scaly folk. A lot of scaly folk don't really have too much of attraction, or they're not the main focus on pretty much almost most campaigns. But in this campaign, they're going to be pretty much walking around throughout the city. They've made a deal with the devils, which it might or might not be a good thing. That's up to you to figure out. So they're kind of walking around all over the place. You might see Kuatoa, uh, Sahagan, those fish folks, La Casa or something like that. Anyway, if you know the fish folk, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so you see those walking around. So if you in your mind's eye, you're seeing a lot of bad people. There are. You also see a lot of slave trade, mainly dealing with elf folk. Now, the reason why elves are so predominant when it comes to the slave trade is because the elves are a bit higher in ethics than any other race, other than the celestial. But they're angels, so they don't count. You have to be mortal. So elves are very good. They're mostly always good. Of course, you have the drow, and you can make an argument for that. But the people that want to enslave the elves, they don't count elves as the people that they want to kill. You might even see an elf or two, which is fine. You can do something with that if you want. We did something with the elves last campaign. I don't want to really do much more with those guys. But anyway, you guys have your hands full, so there's no need for me to bring up any more side missions. So you go to the market. The place is huge. There's a lot of slave trade. Well, again, I'm not going to bring that up a lot, but I just want to make sure that you understand that this place is horrible. And slavery is considered normal. I mean, people don't have qualms with slavery here in Sigil. You often see slaves being lashed, beaten, stabbed, killed, eaten. Have their torsos decapitated and sold as food. It's horrible. I just want to make sure you guys understand it's horrible. All right, so Mr. Silver ducks are out from where you guys are, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and put him on the map. All right. Now everybody can see the map. I'm not going to have all your NPCs, Mr. Iridescence, because it's just going to be a big mess. You have like 12 people. So I'll put in a couple of them, and they'll fill you in on what their plans or what your plans are. Again, nobody's better than anybody, Mr. Silver, so you can make your own points on whatever they want to tell you. All right, so let me just change the name to a couple of these. I don't know the Christ. I don't know if this is supposed to be a female. You let me know, Mr. Silver. I'm just putting their names there because I don't know too much about what you want them to do. K Thor, Kayla Thor, half elf, cell leader. You know what? I think I'll make her that person. I'm just changing the names. I'll just have 3, Mr. Silver. I'll have the rest of the people as soon as you tell them to fuck off, because you're not gonna like what they have to tell you. Since you're making me the NPCs, I'm gonna make you. Well, let's see what happens. All right, that's enough of the people. I think you can see their names, Mr. Silver. From what little description you gave, I'm gonna try to, fall into that NPC mindset. All right, we'll start with the cartographer, map seller
Sure.
whose map.
Back, sorry.
Yeah, she owes her freedom to. She owes her freedom.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a phone call. All right.
Well,
what did I miss?
Let me put you on the map, and then we'll go through the mission. So let me put Mr. Dude. Okay. All right. So you come in, you go through the back door of an alley, so on and so forth. You hit the switch, which you only know about, Mr. Dude, and then you're inside this room. All right. The cartographer as well as the female.
The cartographer. Oh boy.
Thank you. All right, so Kayla, Thor. Again, you know a little bit more about these people than I do, Mr. Silver. So they're all gathered, and this guy's a little cocky. He comes up to you and says, "Surprised you made it in time, knowing that you're constantly late." So he's got an attitude. Hey, Silver, you told me to play these guys.
Yeah.
All right. So he's got an attitude.
I'll look at him and said, "Well, not everything, unfortunately, goes squeaky smooth. We don't all have the same capital as you do."
And then the female, she comes up to you and she says, "Look, we've got some information about certain factions. Let me put the big map for the new guys. Configure. All right, so Saris comes to you and has a big map here on the table, and this is the map. All right, so he says that this particular guy, if you know anything about the factions, you can, while you guys are, hearing the story, you can wiki all this stuff if you're like, I don't know what the hell you talking about, DM. Well, again, you could wiki. This guy's the leader of the court district, which makes laws and things like that. Well, there's.
So he's probably with the Fraternity of Order.
Oh, well, thank you. All right, so he's with that order, and they're starting to give you more information about their upcoming decisions for the Supreme Court. He's in the Supreme Court, guys. Whatever this guy says is law. So they're basically saying they're going to be clamping down on businesses. They're going to make it to where you cannot have any weapons throughout the city. So that's coming up, Mr. Silver. They're saying, look, we just heard that they're going to make it to where you cannot have any weapons while you're in the city. It's no gun laws happening throughout the city. That's what's going to happen.
I take it you want to stop something like this from happening.
Yeah, they're saying they're going to be having a vote fairly soon. There are, let's just go with, there are 5 judges. Okay, guys? No need to make it complicated. There's 5 judges. He's one of them. He's probably going to vote. Well, it doesn't. The majority have to vote yes, meaning that 3 out of the 5 have to vote yes. he is there. From what they're telling you, this guy's on the fence. They've got spies in the area. They're trying to assess whether shit's gonna get bad, where people don't even have weapons, and if you don't have a weapon, guys, you're gonna have some problems. So they're briefing you on that, Mr. Silver. Let me go
And
back.
how would you prefer that I go about changing his mind? Do you want me to like make him disappear, or do you want me to blackmail him? What's going on here?
Well, they kind of, they're trying to make a decision, and you are going to be the one that kind of decides what
I can
happens.
look Yeah, I can look into the matter for sure. I mean, we're going to be heading into that direction. We're I got nothing else on the plan. I also have a question for you, Mossbound. Why are you in Sigil and you're not in Orthrus?
Moss. She says, well, this, since everything comes from Sigil, you know that there is a gate that is a permanent gate, goes to our. Oh, I wanted to ask you about that. Is the city in hell? Is that what you're saying? Your city.
And the Orthrus is
Yeah.
not in, in the seven or the nine hells or the abyss. It's a separate plane altogether.
Okay, so how's it attached to? Well, there is a gate.
There is a faction headquarters in Orthrus that maintains a gate to Sigil. It's the only one that the faction uses.
And that's open, comes in and out, no problems, because there are gates.
Yes, but only the Revolutionary League knows how to use it and where it is.
Okay, so it's a secret gate. I got you.
Yep.
All right, so so they're basically saying, look, if things don't change, because again, I think you said you were like pro elf. Are you?
I am an elf.
All right. Well, you know that they're getting slaughtered. They're getting fed to monsters. They're putting in coliseums for sport. They're treated like real bad. I'm not going to go through descriptions, but I think me saying that they're being slaughtered and their torsos are being sold in the market is bad enough.
So
you know,
it's basically conditions back in the city.
well, I mean, conditions are like the worst ever for elves here in Sigil. They're treated as scum. They're the lowest of the low.
You-
So
We were treated like that back in back in our old city too. So what, you want me to look into what's going on here, I assume? Why are you abandoning your post when you're needed there?
And she says, well, if we cannot help our brethren, then I don't know why you are in this faction to begin with. She's saying, look, shit's got to be. Well, this is out of character, so.
Yeah,
Shit's gotta get
I
fixed.
know. I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm trying to stick to my background here. Shit's
Okay.
fucking really bad in the city where I came from, which is where she's supposed to be stationed. So I'm like,
Oh.
why is she here? Yeah, it was all noted in the thing I sent you.
Oh, you know what? Sir, I kind of glossed over it.
You didn't read it. Okay, gotcha.
What? No, I'll read it now, sir. I mean, it's not that. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Vern of the Burning Cage, caretaker of the Fauna Gardens, coordinates the infrastructure. He has mother. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be that out of line for her to come here.
Yeah, she's the one coordinating the uprising against the fucking dictator there.
Right.
So
but
she's basically a key figure there. That's why I
Right.
was asking, why is she here?
Well, she also needs your help to get all that done, and having more elves that she can recruit would be something that she would, you would want to maybe help her out with. So she.
Okay,
Mhm.
I don't mind taking a look into this
Okay. So
person here on this court, see what I can dig up. But I'm just very curious as to why you're here, is why I was asking.
And then she says, "Look, you know that our people are not that numerous to where we can take over that particular city. We're trying to do our best, but we're having problems, and that's why we need you to maybe send a couple of these elves our way. I mean, you have hundreds, if not thousands, of slaves that we can save, not only to help our cause, but also to save more elves. This is our
Okay,
purpose.
so you want me to liberate these elves from
Sigil
captivity?
and send them to us for reinforcements.
Okay.
And then she kind of looks up at you, and she's a little, maybe she's not hostile, but she's thinking, look,
No, but I'm just trying to piece
yeah,
together what's going down here. So I've got the people in Sigil or based in Sigil here asking me to deal with this
yes.
judge who's possibly going to make
Well,
things difficult for us going forward.
yep,
And then I got the other contact here from a different plane asking me to send them reinforcements.
correct, yes. All right, so this guy is bringing you news that, hey, if we don't stop this vote, we're not going to be able to defend ourselves, number one. Number two, she comes in and she kind of, again, she's not your best friend, but she say, look,
None of us are best friends.
okay. She say, look, I'm having a difficult time with what I got to do because there's not enough of us to get this done. Ergo, can you save a couple of these elves that are kin and maybe make a home for themselves in our world? Not only that, they could even help us with the reinforcements. And then this guy comes in, and he's a sensible one. He says, look, where's your character? All right, well, let me put your character in. You are there. All right. Oh, wait a minute. You're there already. Sorry. I'm still learning your tokens, guys. I'll eventually get it. All right. So he comes up to you and says, Lisa, this is fairly important. If we don't get this resolved, and what I'm talking about is the vote that's going to happen. If we don't get this resolved, we're going to be walking around with nothing to defend ourselves. So, what do you think we should do? So you're the one that's going to figure this out.
Well, what I can do for now is I can take a look into this judge. If you want to give me his name, see
All
what
right.
I can dig up on him, and see if he can be persuaded to vote one way or the other.
And then he says, well, you might be able to, have him change his mind or persuade him not to vote a certain way. But you know that the Supreme Court has 5 people. Even if
Yes,
you were, yeah,
I
okay.
can also take a look into the others and see what I can dig up there.
He says, well, that's the now. This is out of character.
Now,
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm going to talk to them. I said if they can't be persuaded, if they can't be bribed or persuaded, do you want me to eliminate the ones voting in favor?
Well, then he says, well, how's that going to resolve? Because the devils are just going to elect or input another set of, corrupt judges.
Perhaps, but it also delays the process.
He says, yeah, that's true. How long do you think we would need this delay to go on forward for us to eventually
Well,
resolve the issue?
as long as it takes, really, until we can find enough dirt or something to convince the ones that aren't voting, or that are voting for it against it.
He says, well, yeah, that's a good plan. And then they said, look, we're going to maybe have a meeting in a week or so. Miss Moss.
I'm sure we can find some dirt on those people. All those high and mighty noble folks are the same. They always have something in their closet we can use to gain leverage.
All right, and then she says, okay, well, that sounds like a good plan. Then Ms. Mossbond, she says, look, this is crucial that you try to save some of these elves because, again, without their help, we're not going to be able to, let me get the notes on what's your plan?
Do you want to stop and deal with with the tyrant down there?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah, let me put that on the Discord, guys, because this. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Silver's she's got a specific task, and this is the task: coordinate sabotage against Arc consoles infrastructure. So,
Our consul Theravel Dern.
all right, so he's got this his own universe happening, and whether you're going to go there, that's I don't know what's going to happen. But she has got an agenda, and she's telling Elisa that look, we need more recruits. Try to save as many elves as you can. Send them our way, and we'll be able to do the sabotage against Arc console's infrastructure. So that's where she's coming from, guys. She's got a specific task. That's the task. So we know about her. All right. So
Immediate. Yeah, the immediate problems though is first I've got to take care of these judges first, but I suppose once I start looking into that, if I come across I'll come across the elves afterwards.
and
Got to make sure we can operate freely in here first, in this city first, before we can even think about taking on the slavers, who are probably more than likely being assisted by other people in high places.
yeah. I mean, this is the hub of slavery. This is where slaves are taken from one world to another, from Greyhawk to Forgotten Realms, so on and so forth. All right. Well, that's yeah, Mr. Cartographer would say, look, if we're gonna meet up in another week, we'll probably have an errand boy maybe drop you another note, or we'll signal you somehow. He gives you a sending stone, Mr. Silver. You know what that is? And she says,
Yeah.
look, we'll be in touch. Or you can contact us. Moss Band, she's going back to her world, and she's going to be waiting for the recruits to eventually show up. And then they all kind of look at each other and say, are we all on the same page?
Yeah, I'll try and see if I can't dig up some information on these judges, see if we can't convince them to vote in our favor.
Yeah, because you're going to be walking around without weapons, which is terrible. All right, well,
I mean, in failing that, we can try to at least delay the process by removing a few. Though we'll try to avoid that.
all right, well, let me go ahead and put you back on the street, in the bazaar or market.
Yeah, come out of a back alley, and then I meet up with the group.
All right, let me put you on the map. All right,
Just gonna
so
go ahead.
you are outside this alleyway, and you meet the guys, and you guys are basically, whatever you want to tell him or ask him about. All right, so there you go.
Just gonna add sending stone to my inventory.
I mean, they got all sorts of things here. You can get anything you want. This is amazing.
Yeah, quite literally anything. You could probably find someone selling human meat if you looked hard enough.
I'm not
Yeah.
totally into that. I didn't like it as a kid.
Well, I mean, you do see torsos hanging on hooks. Look, I'm pretty hardcore. I'm the Conan the Barbarian type of D&D. Hardcore.
Different races probably won't care about man flesh.
Yeah, man flesh. Let me take another piss. I've been drinking a lot of Diet Coke. This is where you guys get your head together and
And all that atrazine in there. Be careful it doesn't turn you gay.
Oh, for the new people or the new guys, the game is structured on one shot. This is going to be like a one shot, and then the next week is another one shot, and so on and so forth. You are working towards some goals. As an example, free the elven slave, or kill the judges.
This is gonna be like a multi-session, like
Yeah,
long-term goal.
yeah, that's why it's a year-long campaign. There's a lot to do. Let me take a piss, and you are gonna, pick something to do today. You already know what to do. So yeah.
Yep.
Now you haven't met the Time Lords, which let's not push that. Make
Anyways, I'll
In
I'll
time, we'll
come up.
meet the Time Lords.
We'll see them in time.
Yeah.
Giggity. So go train the lizard. So after I see the others doing their shopping, I'll say, well, I may have some work for you guys if you're interested.
Yeah, why not? I'm still trying to get my feel around the city, so, seeing some new things would be great. And doing some work at it at the same time, why not?
I will say that if you choose to accompany me with this work, there's a very good chance you're gonna make a lot of enemies.
We have time to finish my rat kebab?
You and your rat kebab.
Mm.
Probably.
Let's just say there's a vote that's going to be going on soon, and I need to talk to some of these people here. We're going to be going to the fancier parts of town, as it were.
Well, it probably sure beats this place.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. All right. I'll just come out with it. How good are you folks at basically not drawing attention to yourselves? And I'm just gonna look at the air quote goblin as I have a look of yeah, I give him the look.
Well, he's chewing on a rat and actually kind of drooling, and little bits of drool are dropping on the ground as he chews.
I'm not stealthy by any means, but other than that, I guess I can stay inconspicuous.
Probably trying to hide for whatever it's following me, so I'd rather be with you guys than alone.
And do you mind getting your hands dirty?
How do you think I got here? How do you think I got in this situation?
I have no problem with dirty hands. I can always lick them clean.
All right.
So I would say if a bit of dirty work doesn't scare you away, in addition to making some enemies, I might have a task you can help me with. Like I said, I'm going to be making a trip to the administrative district of this city, and I need to check in on some of the judges that are going to be voting here soon on some, let's just say, future laws for the city that would make things really bad for all of us.
Well, don't think we want to get it any worse than it is.
Oh, you never want to say that. It can always get worse.
But if we can prevent it from getting worse, I think that's something we could try to do.
Yes, I suppose that's a way of putting it. We're going to make sure it doesn't get worse than it already is.
Well, sounds good to me.
Alright. Do you have everything you need taken care of while we're here? We're probably not coming back.
I think I got everything I need.
The new guy, out of character, what's your class?
I'm a sorcerer.
Okay, so you're probably wearing robes and the like. I would say I'm gonna toss you 100 gold pieces, and I'll say get yourself. I'll toss you 200 gold pieces in a pouch, and I'll say get yourself outfitted before we leave. basically out of character. It's going to be enough to get you 2 uncommon items, so pick them out before we head out.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple hundred myself so you can get 4 uncommon magic items. Also, you need to pick one more spell, and later we got to change your character, but let's not waste time today to get that happen. But yeah, pick one more spell, first level, and you can pick 4 uncommon items.
Where do I grab the items from?
Okay, just tell me what you need. We normally import them via plutonium, if you're familiar with it.
We can take care of that for you. You just tell us what you want. Look at any source, and we can put it on our character sheet for you today.
Cloak of Protection.
You guys, what do you think of that?
Cloak of Protection to begin with.
Excellent choice.
Okay, so Cloak of Protection.
And then
I'd recommend a Brooch of Shielding.
Alright, well, we'll let him choose. So you've got 1, and you've got 4 more options.
may I also have the Blood-filled Vial.
Vial, okay. So that's 2. That leaves you with 3 more.
One of the War Mage.
Alright, that leaves you with 2 more. If you don't know what to get, I would recommend a Bag of Holding for one of them.
True. I would like to have a Bag of Holding too.
Alright, so that leaves you with 1 more item. Alright.
A Hat of Disguise.
Alright. That's 5 items. I'll import those.
So, Mr. TM, I don't know if you were out when the news broke, but as our party awoke from our most recent rest, they found that their rabbit friend, Dunn, was no longer around. But one of the goblin bosses they killed last night was walking around wearing all of Dunn's clothing and gear. And he introduced himself and explained that Dunn has skipped off and left his friend, goblin friend, one, Andon, to fill in the hole.
Oh, okay, not a problem.
Okay.
I think you will find that one Andon can step in Dunn's shoes and fill the hole in every way.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of I mean you've seen Bay Lords walking around the city, goblins. The majority of the city is actually evil aligned. So you're talking about orcs, goblins, Bay Lords, demons, devils.
Oh, and for aquatic folk, I've seen what? Sahuagin, what else?
Sahagin, Kuatoa, Lakatha.
Lakatha?
Yeah.
How many bullywugs? You seen any bullywugs?
Bullywugs, yeah. They're all from the Undercity. Everybody knows about the Undercity. Undercity.
The Undercity or the Undersigil?
Undercity, yeah. So that's a thing. Not too many people go down there because, let's just say it's a very bad neighborhood. Is what I mean to say. They, they're known to eat people. They eat man flesh. That's a fact. So, I mean, they could still cooperate and talk to you, but there's a chance that you're probably going to get mugged and maybe even killed.
They don't eat goblins, do they?
They'll eat any kind of flesh. I mean, man.
I'm going to give you 4 potions of healing as well, Klein, just in case.
Yeah, remember that the elves are yeah, I would say maybe 90%. Well, let's just go with 10% of all the elves are being used for food as a food source, guys. let's make sure we're on the same page. This is a horrible, horrible place. 10% of the elves are being used as food for, other worlds. They need to kill, they need to feed their lizard mounts, things like that. Again, if you know about the various types of mounts there are, they all need some sort of food. And they figured, well, the elf is, good enough for, you know, any type of mount. A boar mount, a dire boar mount, a lizard mount. There's a shitload of mounts that I can't think of right now, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, and
That
then
sounds horrible.
it is horrible. I'm trying to create the most horrible place ever. Uh,
Yep, got it.
yeah, it's terrible. It's a horrible place. All right, well, hopefully you guys will fix things by the end of the year. Hopefully.
One thing at a time, I think. One step. First, Klein, what sorcerer origin do you want?
What?
Your sorcerer origin. We gotta fix your character because you built it on the 2024 rules. In 2014, you start with a sorcerer origin. If you just want the standard one, which is sort of like the draconic bloodline, that's useful. But if you had another one in mind, we can set that up.
What are the options for the?
Okay, so import subclasses, sorcerer. All right, so as a sorcerer, you have aberrant minds, clockwork soul, divine soul, draconic, light weaver, lunar sorcery, shadow magic, storm sorcery, and wild magic.
Wild magic.
Will be a wild mage, huh?
Yep.
Well, you're gonna have to start rolling pretty much every time you cast a spell. Am I not right?
Well, he has to. No, he rolls if he under certain specific circumstances.
Oh,
And you need to also pick one more magic spell, for sure. You got shield, which is fine and dandy. I would recommend its partner, mage armor.
This feels like some important information I should know. Remind me, what is the range of fireball?
Like 100, like a lot.
Honestly,
150.
I see he has
120.
first level shield. If he has 2 more spells, he should have.
oh, I think it's one.
Then one of them should at least be magic missile. That's a universal spell that's always useful.
It always hits. I mean, yeah, there's a couple things we have to change on a sheet, and I don't know if we want to spend all the time doing it now, but we can fix it up after this and get it going for next.
Do you just want us to give you some
It's no big deal.
suggestions and you can change it later, or?
Yeah, I can do that later.
All right,
just
so
pick
I would suggest for the 2 spells would be magic missile and grace.
Okay. I thought I did on my character sheet. I think I did it after it was imported to the game.
Maybe we're looking at a different copy.
Because I'm seeing Klein, and yeah, you don't have it. I'll just add those spells to your character sheet. All right. So magic missile and grease. There you go.
All right. Get a couple of shifts on that.
Yeah, so here's the thing too. Now that you've imported your sheet into Foundry, you're probably never going to be touching your Roll20 sheet. You can update it if you want just to keep it current, But any
Okay.
changes you make now are going to be done through inside of Foundry.
Okay.
And we could have a session during the week and we'll step you through that. We're only first level. Nothing you did is going to be too wrong.
Yeah. Best to get this done now while we're at level 1 and 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Well, let me say copy link.
Nice cloak you have there. I have one of those as well. They look very familiar.
All right. Well, let me just show you guys the two. Now, this might or might not be, something you might care about. But I do want to make sure that you know that the main source of the slave trade is done by the Gift Yankee and Mind Flyers. So, heads up on that one. Let me show you guys, because again, you might not be familiar with Spelljammer, but this is kind of important. Let me go here, and then here. These are the two vessels or ships that you're very,
Alright.
very well aware of. These
You
are,
should have the Wild Magic subclass added to you at level 1. So you should check your features to make sure everything's there.
Yeah, I see it.
okay, so let's make sure we're on the same page here. These two ships are, one is the Mind Flyer, which is the one on top. The other one is the Gift Yankee. Of course, you can read. But those ships come in and out all the time. The Mind Flyer ship. This is common knowledge because again, slavery is as common as Big Macs and fries. It mostly comes from the Forgotten Realms. All right, heads up on that one. Gift Yankee mostly comes from the Greyhawk realm. So new guy. I mean, I mean, well, let me slow down here a bit. You're gonna have to go to different campaign settings. Just a heads up on that one. So I'm not gonna go through all the I'm not gonna give you the details of everything that you're gonna have to go to. I mean, again, we have a whole year to get all this done. But since you're in the city right now, this is common knowledge that you are aware of. Two vessels mainly. Again, I'm not going to repeat myself. You know what the hell I just said. I'm going to move this a little bit out of the way, and if you want me to, bring it back up, just let me know. All right. Well, I'll shut up now, and you guys can. You have a couple
Alright,
of
so
options.
DM,
Yeah.
going forward, he doesn't have to do it every spell, but it does say you have to choose at random whenever he does have to roll if he casts a spell of first level or higher.
You want to take care of that? I mean,
It's
you know.
basically at random. You as the DM have to decide when he rolls.
Tell you what because I'm going to forget, Mr. Silver. You want to handle that?
The way I handle it is probably at one time per session, we'll just have him roll. We'll have to decide when.
Why not every session?
That's what I said, one time a session.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to have him roll at some point.
Okay. All right. When that time comes, just give me a heads up on that one. All right. Okay, I see that. Level 18. Oh wow, that's a lot. Tides of Chaos. And this happens at the beginning of his.
It happens basically if you choose to make him roll, he has to roll a flat 20, and if it's a 20, he rolls on that table.
Oh yeah, but
I
it
mean,
happens.
we can do that every time if you wanted. I
Yeah,
mean, it's just a
you
5% chance, right?
Yeah, you can make him roll it every time
Right, but
if you as the DM choose to.
right, but he has to initiate a spell in order for this to take effect.
Correct.
Am I correct on that?
If
Yes.
he
It,
Yeah.
uses a spell
oh, okay.
when
All
he,
right. All right. Well, I'm clear on that. Whenever he starts casting
but
spells.
it doesn't have to be every time, or it can be every time. It's completely up to you as the DM.
I'll roll a yes or a no die, a one or a two. All right, so Mr. Sorcerer, I'm gonna roll a one or two. I'm gonna let the dice decide whether this happens. If it does happen,
All
I'll
right.
just I'll just roll whatever the 1d20, and then and that'll happen. That'll be it. All right.
Okay.
All right. So we know what we got to do. Figure start on the magistrates, the lawmakers. Number one. Number two, try to save more elves. They're again, you already know the sources of where they're coming from. That's you guys. Whether you want to do anything about that. So let me give you the details because you're going to have to think about this. The slaves are taken into the city. The city, you already know, 5-10% are used as food, and then the 90% are taken to other worlds and they're abused because Satan rules. All hail Satan, and then he wants the elves to.
About Stan, he got that reference.
Yeah, these guys don't have any sense of humor. That's their problem.
All hail Stan.
Anyway, they're very bad people here, and they outsource their slavery to other worlds, so on and so forth.
All right, so I think we were gonna go do one, but we
All
were
right.
handing some gold to our new guy here so we could outfit him before he left.
How? Real fast, I missed the part where he bumped into you. How did that happen?
Oh, he bumped into us in the bar. He was
Upper
complaining
bar.
about it being unsafe. I told him, well, we've got business in the market district. If you want to hang with us for now, you won't get mugged.
Oh, okay, okay.
And he's like, yeah, that sounds a lot better than just being mugged.
I got you. Okay, well, that's a good intro. All right, so I just kind of want to bring up the slave ships because they're a part of
And
the.
then coming out from my thing, I offered them all a job to assist me with something. And they're like, yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I want to mention this again to the new, the new guy really. This city here that circled Mr. New Guy, that has been destroyed. Well, it's really in ruins, is what I should say. That is the gateway from the Angels. The Angels, they have a city that's an outpost that is El Sim. So anyway,
Elysium.
there you go. So that's where the Angels come in to maybe go into Sigil, or they'll maybe hang out in the Outlands, which maybe it can happen. The important thing is that the good guys are marginalized for
I'm on a black
Sigil.
screen.
Oh, let me turn the lights on. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to turn them on.
Basically, they're blockading one of the major routes that the
Yeah.
Celestials would use to get to the Outlands.
Yeah, they don't want
Okay.
any goody two shoes coming into the city and saying, we're not going to handle this slavery and you killing elves. That's a bad thing. And they're saying, well, tell you what, why don't we just blow up your city and you're never going to come into Sigil ever again, which is kind of what happened. All right. Whether there's still a gate there, guys. Mr. Silver mentioned that there's still a
Yeah,
gate
the
there.
city can be destroyed. The gate's eternal. Like that's just a basic
Yeah.
structure of the universe.
So whether you want to restore the city back, that's something that you're going to have to work on in the future. All
And
right.
what
So
is the name of the city that got destroyed?
Ecstasy.
Elysium.
yeah,
Ecstasy is the
ex-
city. It's right
it's
here.
right here.
Elysium's just the plane it leads to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me.
Because if you'll notice, if you look along the edge, you'll see there's cities right along each section.
Okay. See, yeah.
And each of those cities is basically a gate town to the adjoining plane.
Yeah, Gate Town is correct. All right. So there's the city, the good city, which you know you might want to help out. It's up to you. All right. Well, I just kind of want to mention that because that's common knowledge. The city has been destroyed. That's one of the missions you
We
kind of
can
have to.
we can focus on that for later, but
Yeah, yeah, later, right?
if you want to learn a little, or if you need some information about the lore, I can tell you like it's during the week or something, because
Also,
it's not relevant right now.
there were some good videos posted, like a 2-hour video that went over the whole Sigil thing, and that was pretty good. Even though I forgot everything, but it's there available for me to rewatch
Yeah,
later.
you don't have to remember. Yeah, I mean, just as long as you bring put Sigil back to normal, that's really what you kind of have to do. All right, so which one of the three missions do you guys want to do today?
I was offering them to see if they wanted to help me look into dealing with these judges here.
Yeah, I'm thinking out of the 3 missions, judges sounds like something we could probably escape from. I don't know how we escape. Uh, freeing slaves into a city that slaves are meant to stay in, and how that is possible. But we figured that out later.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, Mr. Silver. And you know about this already. Let me put you back on the map because this is kind of important. All right, so wait a minute, that's not what I wanted. Give me a second. All right, so Ms. Mossbound, again, she has a little thing rivalry with you, sir, and she says, now if you're going to take out the magistrates, remember that there is Gorgon, more than likely, probably 99.9%, that there's Gorgon blood that is going to keep you from maybe teleporting in. Not only that, you are well aware of the strict security that these top henchmen have in the city. I mean, these people run the city.
Well, I guess that's something that we always deal with there anyways. Out of character, it says one of the abilities that a Revolutionary League member has is they can always pose as a member of any other faction.
Is there like a dice roll, or do you get like a plus on your
Not
disguise? Or how
just
does
what
that work?
it's just what it says here.
Yeah.
I'll post it here. Benefits: any factotum in the Revolutionary League may pose as a member of any other faction without being detected, though they receive no special
Yeah. How does that work as
favor.
part
They
of the?
receive no special favors or anything from the faction itself.
How does that work based on rules, Silver? Because you need to say,
Well,
well,
considering this is a 2E setting we're using, it would probably translate into I can pass basic scrutiny, but I would have to roll deception
oh, okay, deception. I got you.
if I wanted to really like do something outlandish, but I should be able to pass basic scrutiny. If you wanted to like put it into game terms. If that makes sense to you. After all, this is literally a faction of assassins and spies. Hello? Yeah, can I be heard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I can hear
Can
you.
you?
I think DM stepped away.
He asked
Hey,
me a question.
gentlemen, I just wanted to point out that you've heard one whisper some encouraging magical words into your ears, and each of you now have a bardic inspiration to spend.
Thank you.
Ooh, nice.
Alright, so what I'm planning to do is I'm not trying to make this a combat encounter if I can avoid it. Which
Okay.
is why I'm asking how well are you guys with using your words?
Ah, sorry about that. Couldn't
Pretty
hold
good.
it in.
All right, so
Okay.
DM, yeah, I was explaining why DM, and then you ran off on me.
No, that sounds great.
No, basically, this is for all intents and purposes, a faction of assassins and spies. Um, in game terms, basically, like I said, I could pass basic scrutiny with no issue. I would appear, checkpoints, someone runs a credit check on me. Hey, I'm with X. But if I want to do something outlandish, I'm probably going to have to roll deception.
okay. Well, if you want to definitely do that, you're welcome to. All right. Well, so we're gonna investigate the other judges. Is that what we're doing today?
Yeah, we can
That's okay.
make a trip to the hall of, or to the court, or to the courthouse,
Oh, okay.
see what's going down,
All
get
right.
some basic information.
All right. Well, let's rock and roll. Let's get this started. All right. So you guys are walking towards the again the magistrate courthouse. You see the man, one of the faction guys, come in. There's one of his comrades. Are basically talking shop. Let me go ahead and put him on the map. NPCs, Planescape, the old guy. Where's the old guy? What's his name? Let's see. Sigil. What's the guy's name? Fractal Hashkar. Okay. Put Mr. Hashkar in. Okay, here we go. Let me turn the lights on for you guys. Maybe you're not seeing this.
I see
Configure
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
lighting. Yeah, I'll make it global. All right, so they're coming out. Here's Mr. The old guy, one of his judge's friends. Let me put him on the map. NPC. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'll just call her magistrate uh, number 2. Magistrate 2. I'll call her Josie, magistrate 2. All right, so they're you can see them walking. I mean, this is a good time to you maybe talk to them, or no, or kill them. I don't know what you guys want to do,
Yeah.
but
No,
go ahead.
just outright murder someone on the street. What do you think I am, a murder hobo?
Uh, well, you left the city last campaign. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kidding, dude. Let me just put the magistrate, okay, Josie or whatever. All right, so they're talking, they're walking. Nobody in the city kind of knows that what they're going to be doing because they're, the, they're in charge. They'll make whatever choices they want to make. All right, well, I don't know what you.
All right, so I'll give a bow to Hashkar as he passes through. I say, "Factual, I didn't realize you were going to be here today."
I mean, he doesn't know you, Silver. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah. All right,
Yes,
so
but I'm also, yeah, I'm just a nobody in the fraternity of order, which is why I said I didn't realize our leader was going to be present today. I would have prepared something better.
all right. Well, they're going to pass you and ignore you. So unless you do something.
That's exactly what I want them to do. I want them
Okay.
to ignore me.
Well,
I don't want to draw attention to myself.
all right. Well, they're talking shop, and apparently you're not going to say anything to
I
them.
will use a perception check though while they pass to eavesdrop.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
let's go with a. I mean, they're right next to you, so it's going to be a 10. I mean, they don't care if you know it or not. They rule the city, and they don't give a shit about peasants.
17.
Oh, that's definitely you. Hear them talking about how 2 of the members of the council or the Supreme Court are not to. They're not going to vote with the three that are. She's one of the good. She's one of the ones that's going to vote for the weapons to be taken out. He also is in agreement. Yeah, we got to take the weapons from these murder hobos, or else they'll fucking kill us. And then they're talking about how two people are like not in agreement with them. So you have two good guys and three bad guys. That's what they're talking about. And they're part of the bad guys. Two of them are part of that. There's another bad guy that you're gonna have to actually.
Did I overhear any names?
Yeah. Let me. Do you want me to give them specific names or just magistrate 1, 2, 3, and 4? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to confuse.
Yeah,
you guys.
we can just say magistrate 1 through 5. Magistrate 1's voting this way or something. If you really don't want to,
Well, yeah. I don't want to complicate things with you guys. I just make things.
we'll say magistrates 1 and 2, or whatever magistrates you want.
Yeah. Let me.
So what did I hear?
Let me put them on the map because I want to make sure that you guys know what they look like and what they're saying. All right, so that's 3. That's the one that is again. They don't know how she's gonna vote. Let me put 4 and then 5 because you already know 4 and 5 are the good guys. So let me make sure that you can tell who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. All right. So again, for clarity for the new guys, she's on the fence. He is definitely voting no. We need to have people have their weapons. So these two are good, and these 3 are well. She's on the fence. These 2 are definitely going to be like fuck these peasants. All right. So we're clear. Everybody clear?
So 1 and 2 are the main issues. 3 is the fence sitter.
Yeah, questionable.
All right.
So
Well,
just as a character, uh, what do you want them to vote for weapons or vote for no weapons?
we want number 3 if we can convince them to vote
Yeah.
against this bill.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have weapons,
Because I'll let you know if they pass that bill, you're not. I'm going to point to that little weapon and shield he's carrying, so they will arrest you for holding that.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't have that.
Yeah, I mean, think about what's going to happen. You say you already know the city's a piece of shit. You're probably going to get mugged eventually. You don't have any weapons. You're going to have a bad time. So
Unless you're a monk.
yeah, if you're a monk, if you guys were 5 monks, you probably wouldn't have to worry about all this.
Yeah, we'd just be running around stunning everything.
You just stun everybody. Jesus Christ.
You
all right.
still have flashbacks to that.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It's pretty bad.
All right, for you new guys, what are you thinking? I mean, I know this is
I'd like to,
yeah, go ahead.
all right. So I'd like to do a bit of investigatory work first, guys. Why do you say we head into the
One moment. I'd like to spend 1 minute studying the appearance of Fractal Hashkar.
Yeah,
please don't mimic that.
Just studying. That's all.
I mean, you can definitely tell that this guy's old. He might be. He's definitely. I think he's a human. I'd have to look at, but it wouldn't matter whether he's a human or not. I'll give you the lowdown if you need it during the week. But regardless, this guy's a grumpy old man with his feminist lawyer friend who probably doesn't hate or probably hates elves as well as peasants.
Does he have a double chin?
Well, from what I'm seeing, he looks like it. Yeah.
All right. How about his hair?
Well,
there we go.
Well, again, I'm going by. If you hover your mouse over the picture of the old man, you will see that that's what he looks like.
You would say that's a medium-sized creature?
He's definitely a medium. Yeah.
All right. Does he always walk around in a chair?
No, that's just for the picture of the portrait of the character.
The dude.
Of the NPC. But he can walk. He's definitely walking.
Okay, dude. I think I got it. We agreed that I studied him for 1 minute then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just
If you want to stab him, go for it. Yeah.
No, no, no. Just something good to know for later.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, so they're taking off. They're taking their lunch break or whatever it is that these lawyers
I,
do. Yeah.
yeah, I'd let them do that. I'd rather they not be around.
All right, so they took off,
Er,
and you already
Maybe there's
wrote.
So,
something we can do for Magistrate 3 that would convince them to vote
well, first thing
in
I want
favor.
to do is I want to go into the courthouse itself and look through the public record.
Yeah. Well, they're.
Sure, why not? Let's do that.
Well, you
You
go.
know, see how these people have been voting and from their past history.
Well, how old are you, sir? Are you 1,000 years old? How old are you?
Me,
Yeah.
212.
Okay. This is 100 years from the Forgotten Realms of 1367, meaning that it's 1467. Where do you fit in there?
Neither, because I'm not from there.
Well, I mean, we have to have somewhat of a timeline on where you were born. So, were you born
Yeah,
100?
I wasn't.
Uh-huh.
I was born 212 years ago on the plane of Orthus.
Okay. So, for history, 100 years ago is when. Uh, okay, so I don't want to harp on this, but that's when you kind of fucked everything up, and it wasn't you specifically. So you know what the hell
Yeah, it
happened.
wasn't this character who
Okay,
did
I
anything. They
got you.
don't.
Right, right. Well, this is where I'm getting the lore, guys. I ran a Planescape maybe a couple of years back. The guys were supposed to say Sego back then, and they didn't. And so I'm continuing that lore or canon for this campaign. So technically, it's okay. It's not really Silver's fault, but his group that he was a part of decided to leave Sigil and let it turn into a hellhole. So, as canon, his old character that he played 2 years ago is technically responsible for not taking the initiative and saving the city. Therefore, it is a piece of shit now, 100 years later. We're everybody clear?
Okay,
Everybody.
and how is that relevant to my current
It's
character?
not. It's not. But you know, you know the reason why.
Yeah, you're trying to guilt trip me for something this character
It's a
didn't do.
game. It's a game server. Nobody really gives a
I
shit.
know.
Right. No, but I
Don't
want.
want don't Yeah,
Right.
don't pull that sins of the father
I'm
on
just
me.
saying. The guys are probably gonna know. Well, yeah. Well, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be in this shithole. But anyway, that's what's happening now. You guys do make it inside the library, and you
Yeah.
are, basically,
So
yeah.
this is me, DM, trying to do role playing and non-murder hobo stuff that you always harp on us about your party about never doing. Um, I'm trying to access the public uh, records. I want to see the voting history of magistrates 1, 2, and 3 over the last 50 or so sessions.
All right, so you make it to the area of the library section. You basically are. You know that the third lawyer, the one that is dubious, doesn't really. You don't know where she stands. You know that she has also been voting with the old man and his protege, the ones that you've already seen. So more than likely, she's also going to vote like with the baddies. So you have three baddies and two goodies. And
Okay,
again,
what's her history when it comes to our armament or the ability to or personal freedom?
they well, if you start getting in there, well, there's an agenda. Everybody knows the agenda. If you get
Yes,
in,
but I'm trying to see if there's a pattern with their voting.
they're mostly voting with the devils, which is more slaves, more souls going to hell, anything that they can do to take more souls into hell is the objective that you are seeing throughout the you know, the slave trade or whatever rules and laws they're making. Everything is based on sending more people to hell. The agenda that is being driven to other worlds, which is degeneracy and, you know, freedom and love and all that
Okay, so
crazy.
they're voting with the devils
Yeah,
of
they're.
the
I
nine
mean,
hells.
well, it's
Yeah.
not like they're saying we're with the devils, Silver. They're
No,
yeah,
but they have a pattern of
yeah,
aligning with their goals.
right, exactly.
Meaning,
Yeah. Well, you know what bad is, and they're doing bad things.
yeah, and I can see a pattern recognition.
Yeah, and you know that more the main goal that you've noticed, Silver, is the souls that are needed to be sent to hell. So the more souls that they can recruit or deceive or whatever the devil's got to do to deceive the people to making bad choices, to recruit them, making them go to hell, that's the objective. And maybe the people are retarded and they don't know what they're doing, or they're saying, yeah, fucking your dog is totally cool. Well, that's really not a good thing, but that's what's happening, you know? So just, okay, I was a bit gross there, but you know what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's a bad thing all around, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so we know where they're probably going based on their history. We know where how they're probably going to vote if we just leave them to go. So, how do you guys feel about acting as we'll just say air quotes some bodyguards for me?
Perfect.
That works.
Sounds like fun.
Yes, as long as we can keep the outbursts to a minimum. I think what I'd like to do I'd like to look into the I'm not saying this out loud, like we'll say I'm saying this like in some kind of freaking corner here, like here away from everybody.
All right,
I'd
so
like
there's
I'd like to take a look in a hushed tone so people ain't going to be looking at us. Think I'd like to take a look at the third magistrate's office
oh, well,
at this point.
yeah, you talk
Maybe they might see if they have anything off the record, so to speak.
when you say their office, you're talking about it going inside their office. Am I correct on that? Actually speaking with them.
Finding a way in there, and potentially seeing if they have anything off the record that they don't have publicly that we could use.
Well, of
We
course,
should go at night when the office is closed.
yeah. I mean, they're not gonna let you speak with basically one of the head politicians of the city.
I never said about having to speak about their private matters
Okay.
to some random grunt. I'm saying we
Off
should
the record.
probably find off the record, see if we can see if we can find some way to gain access to their office and dig through some of their personal records.
Well, I mean, they'll basically tell you where her office would be in the building, but they're not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can pass basic scrutiny. So if I just ask them where I can find their office, hey, I want to see if they're available. Hey, so I can walk up to a clerk, say, hey, I need to see if you know Magistrate 3 is in the office at the moment. Can you tell me where I can find their office again? And I'll throw up the fraternity hand signal.
Well, they look at you and the way you're dressed and how you look, and again, they don't know you, so they're saying this guy here, he's the librarian. Or,
I'll just look. Oh, the others, I'll say they're just some people who were helping me with a recent thing here. Had to deal with some. Oh, had to deal with some harmonium upstarts who were hooting and hollering about unfair treatment.
and then
These aren't the goblins you're looking for.
And then he kind of says, "Unfortunately, I can't authorize that. We don't know who you are. If there's any questions you might have, I'll be able to help you, but it's going to be impossible for you to meet the magistrate." So
Okay.
he's like, "Nah, you're not going to meet her."
Let me just go here. All right, so he's not in. Is he at least in today? Are they at least in today?
He says, "That's none of your concern, sir."
Very well.
Oh, so
All right.
he's basically like, "Nah, you're not
Yeah.
going to see her now."
All right. I suppose I'll wait for him to leave before we continue discussing.
All right, he basically just kind of walks away. Yeah.
He walk away, be like,
Yeah,
okay,
just leave.
so
Yeah.
well, if we can't if they don't want to do that, I suppose we can do it more on the more quiet side. Uh, I can't, like I said, DM, I can disguise myself as a fraternity of order person. I can have their faction symbol on me.
Well, not a problem. What about you guys? You haven't, the rest of you guys. What do you think? I mean, Silver's got some good ideas, but maybe you have something that you can suggest. Maybe I don't know. New
I
guy?
do kind of like sneaking into the office at night, but I'm not even sure where the office is.
Well, it's
Yeah,
in the
we'd have to.
building. It's just that
Yeah, we'd have to locate it.
yeah. It's in the building. You're in the right place, but it's you already know there's very high buildings. I mean, some of the buildings can get as high as 120 feet. I mean, it's Sigil, right? I'll let you guys talk about it. I got to get some ice.
All right. Let's
I
see.
could use minor
Well,
illusion to distract the NPCs or whoever is near the offices or where the hallways we want to go to. See if we can get them distracted
we
while
could
we
try
sneak.
if one of, as I said, could just try bribing one of them.
Well, I mean, it seems like you could disguise yourself and get there, figure out the stuff, and then if at night we can go in, unless we need to deal with it right now. Um, I'm not very disguisable
Yeah,
at the
I can
moment.
take a look. I can take a walk around. I mean, not entering any. I don't have to enter any restricted areas, but I can still walk around and see if there's any offices labeled. But
Mm,
if I don't see anything immediately, I can try to bribe someone.
I would also point out that if you find someone in particular who might have enough clout to just sort of bluff his way in, we could try masquerading as that person. Though I don't think Dunn could copy the voice very well.
Here's the thing, if you're going to pretend to be someone, you need to know their mannerisms, because that's half of the act.
Yeah, and I don't really have the clothing for it. I don't think I'd make a very convincing substitute at the moment. Maybe later. But I could certainly appear to be someone who belongs, as long as that's not a very prominent person.
He doesn't need to be if you can just appear to be some random schmuck. But you're probably gonna need to know like some of the lingo.
No, definitely don't know that. And I'm not sure goblins are very inconspicuous.
You'd be surprised. The character, you'd be surprised. um, I want to think I can do a basic cursory check because I can walk around freely and see if that comes up with something. But if not, I want to think my next option is I want to try see if I can grease the information out of someone with some money since we have it available.
All right, so this, I mean, this is fairly easy to uh, see that the people that you might have to deceive are in the DCs of 20. Because again, I'll give you an example. You go to a bar, this 6'2" bar bouncer looks at you and says, "You're not getting in." I mean, that's obvious. It's the same thing, guys. It's obvious.
Yeah, I also have I can like I said I can split from the group for a moment, and
20 is a little
you know
high, sir, is what I'm trying
since
to
I
say.
can like I said, since I can pass off as a basic member, I can walk around. I assume I can walk around the public areas, see if I can locate anything that looks like an office first.
You can definitely make it to the to her office, but it's a DC 20. Is a it's a
I
little
didn't say
high.
go in. I didn't say go in. I said locate it.
Well, it's in the building. You already know that. It's in the second
Yeah.
floor of this building. Yeah.
Okay, so if I would just take a cursory walk around, I find it.
You would have to go upstairs and find it. I can put that map on right now if you want it. If somebody's gonna talk
If
to
it's a
you,
public
sir.
area, I'm walking through it.
No, no, this is the public area of the library. Her office is second floor, which has bouncers or bodyguards, I should say, which would
Okay.
require you know them to talk to you with a DC of 20. Are you ready for that? You want me to? You want to rock and roll? You're gonna get
All right.
arrested if
Can
you don't.
I?
Okay, you're gonna get arrested if you don't make it. Just a heads
I
up.
don't know. I'm asking if there's any way I could take
Uh,
a quick look upstairs, and I have a pouch of platinum in front of him.
Well, good thinking. All right, so what about the rest of you guys? What do you think? You think he's crazy? I mean, he might get arrested. What do you think? What do you guys think?
I
Well,
think
worst
money.
case, I just take a new persona.
Yeah, I think money goes a long ways. You
Well,
should be able to buy it, at least buy the information of where the office is.
Yeah, I
yeah,
just
but
need to go up there and for about 5 minutes. Do you mind if I
yeah, I'm gonna put you on the map.
give him I give him a pouch of
Mhm.
basically 50 platinum?
Well, what would happen, Silver, if you don't make your check? I mean, you roll a one or something like
You
that.
try.
You,
Oh, I'm asking if I can avoid the check with a bribe.
um, I can give you a +5 on your DC if you think that's fair. Do you think that's?
You
Oh,
have a bardic inspiration.
I'll give you a
all
plus
right.
5 just to be fair about that. What do you think, sir?
All right. What do you want me to roll?
Well, the DC's 20. If you
Mm,
decide to bribe, that'll bring it down to 15. But if you roll a 1, you're gonna be arrested. Just
If I roll a 1, I'm arrested. Okay.
well, I mean, if you don't make a passive DC 15, sir,
Mm,
you're gonna have some
is he
problems.
not easy blocking me? Okay.
Well,
Because if he doesn't look like he wants to take the bribe, then I'm not going to bribe him.
all right. Well, let's rock and roll since you're all hardcore about this.
I
All
never
right.
said I was attacking him.
No, no, you're walking in the second floor of the
I'm walking
building.
up to the second
All
floor.
right. Okay.
Does
Well,
the guard let me pass? No?
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Then
yeah.
I
You're
walk
right here.
away.
Yeah. All right. Guard number 1, he's right in front of you. Guard number 2, he's patrolling. Do you guys see the map, by the way? Everybody see the map?
No,
Okay. Let me
Yep.
turn on the lights.
I'm not sure we would be present to
Well,
observe.
I don't want you guys to just be looking at a blank screen. So, I want to make sure if Silver's going to do all this, I want you guys to watch him. All right, let's rock and
No,
roll.
I'm not going to. I won't take any action if he's looking directly at me and blocking because I don't want to draw attention to myself any more than I have to. So he puts a hand out. Doesn't look like he's going to budge or anything. I'll just say
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah. All right,
I'll
just
turn around, but I know now I'm going to take a quick look around and walk back downstairs.
yeah. Okay, cool. So imagine you are, in the halls of Congress. You've seen plenty of pictures about what it looks like. Same thing. They got guards, Secret Service, so on and so forth. All right.
How
So
many? All right, so how many torch sconches are here? One,
Uh,
2, 3
you can.
that I can see from here.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah. Her office might be over here, Silver. Like there you or
See.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what I can see before turning around. So 1, 2, 3 scotches right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors. Okay. I'll go back down.
All right, let me put you back on the map and. All right, so you have an idea of what the location
I
looks
can
like.
see if
Yeah, I'm trying to find the
I don't
guy.
think Chinbo needs to be here.
Oh yeah. Oh, I miss old Chimbone and Cree. Oh well. Let's see. Where is it? All right. Well, I'll bring up the map as soon as you guys decide to tell me what you want to do.
Well, you can bring it. We can go back to the other place where the others
Yeah, yeah.
are.
Let me. I forgot to sticky the goddamn map. Oh, I got it. Here we go. All right. Let me activate that. All right. Well, you have a layout, sir. You know what's going on. What's
All right. Doesn't look like the guards are gonna budge here. I'm not gonna draw. I don't want to draw too much attention to myself right away. Let's
Maybe
see.
we follow them home.
Oh, the magistrates? No, well, that's
Yeah, but they got to
That's
leave for the day and go somewhere.
that is a thing. They
that is a thing.
let's see. What time is it about now, DM?
It's about maybe 4 in the afternoon. Plenty of time to do whatever.
Okay. That's assuming there's no other entrance. Well, they have no reason to leave through another entrance, so they'll
Yeah.
probably come out the front door.
This is common knowledge. Common knowledge. Gorgon blood. Pretty much all the important cities. Hive might not have Gorgon blood because again they're peasants. Nobody cares about the hive.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was saying. I was saying they probably don't have a reason to go out any back doors right now, so they'll
No.
probably come out the front.
Yeah, I mean yeah, this is their world, this is their city. They don't give a shit about you guys. They rule. I mean, the worst that could happen to you is you get killed. And
Tunnel snakes rule.
well, I mean, you're in Satan land is what, what I'm trying to say. I don't know
Yeah.
what more I can do to make it horrible for you. You already know about corpses and dead bodies and torsos on merchant shops. You know, that's kind of pretty bad.
I think it might actually. I think we might. That sounds like an idea for now. Go with your suggestion. Maybe we should probably see if we can follow them out when they leave at night.
All right.
Did
Well,
you see any creatures up there that might detect you if you were invisible?
well,
Mm,
uh,
there was a few basic guards I saw, but nothing I saw that looked magical.
Nothing that might have tremor sense or a good sense of smell.
Mm,
yeah, yeah.
just a bunch of humans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I have you out in the street again. If you are wanting to take the, I'm going to follow the magistrate. We can do that, or whatever. I can for the new people. I can come up with like uh, quests and missions on the fly. So you guys just need to pick something you want to do, and then again moves the story forward on whatever it is that you think you need to be doing because there's a lot happening, guys. I mean, there's just so many.
Yeah, I think let's see if we can't just tail him back and see if we can find where he resides for now.
Oh, okay. You're looking for the third magistrate, right?
Yeah, when they come out.
uh,
Pretty sure they will have had images of them in the public record, so we know what they look like.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna put the same NPCs. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm not gonna give them a name. Yeah, it's just a waste of time, really. All right. Well, because again, you guys are gonna fix this pretty quick, I would assume. So let me put them on your area. Are there they're all talking about going to a bar, and the old man and his protege. These two are pretty close, right? Right, guys. One is the mentor, the other one's the
It's Magistrate 3 we're trying to swing.
yeah,
Yep.
Magistrate 3 is right here. She's
Uh,
she's taking off. Remember,
uh,
you go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, as she passes by, I want to take about a minute to study her appearance. Make sure that I have a good sense of what she looks like.
Yeah, that's it's right here.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so she's going off by herself. Magistrate 5 going off by herself. These two are like, I don't know, maybe butt buddies. I don't know what they want to do, but they hang out all the time, and
He
they're
said butt buddies.
butt buddies. Well, love is free, and you could have. Like, I'm not gonna go there, but you get the idea. All right, so they're going to a bar. They're gonna talk about whatever. Oh, by the way, this is kind of important. No, I'll bring it up later. So they're inside the tavern. What tavern? They're in the Ash Ashes Pantry. Um, and
Alicia's pantry's on the other side of town.
yeah, I mean they're gonna get some brewskis in the hive.
And they're going, no, well,
Yeah.
that's what they want to do.
They're
Well,
franchise. They have one location, one place, and one location in another place.
Well, yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the baddies, the M13s, they hang out in the
Eh,
hive.
that's where they want to go. I'm not gonna stop them.
Well,
We're not following them.
Well, if you weren't aware that the governor works with the MS-13 gangs in order to kill more Americans. Anyway, we're not going to go there, but that's how it works. I just love making these comments. All right, so you guys get the idea. They're corrupt. They're horrible. You already know 3 of them are just the worst. 2 of them are like, no, we shouldn't we shouldn't take the weapons from the population. All right, so you know where they're at. They're taking off. 2 of them are going to go to the bar. And they're in the hive. And they feel comfortable in the hive because they're evil and they give orders to evil people. So they have no problems being in the hive, guys.
I have a black screen, by the way.
Yeah, they have no problems. As a matter of fact, they're the leaders of.
Okay, well, we don't care about Magistrate 2 and Haskar right now. We're focused on Magistrate 3.
All right, so she's taking off. She's walking by herself, and I'll put her in a new map if you guys want to stab her to death.
Yeah, I'll be. No, I'm not going to stab her to death, but I am going to trail her.
All right. Well, you're trailing her. She's pretty close to her. It's not her apartment. She doesn't live here, but she's definitely going to one of the buildings and speaking with maybe a faction person or maybe a drug cartel person. Well, you don't know. You're gonna have to go and follow her inside the building if you want to do that. So she goes into this sketchy building where a lot of maybe prostitutes and gangbangers are kind of just hanging out there, and they recognize her. They know she's part of their group. So do you want to
Look
go?
at. I look. Yeah. Do they have it? Is there any symbols nearby the entrance?
If there's any symbols, it's basically just a bar as well as some of the factions. A lot of the factions, by the way, are evil. I would say more than half are evil or are aligned with slavery, murder, adrenochrome, all that good stuff. So it's if you want to investigate, that's you, sir. But you're gonna have to go inside this building that is run by gangbangers. So what's the dealio?
I'll walk. I don't know about the others, but I'll walk up to the door. If the bouncer stops me, I'll give him a. I'll give him a flat. I'll give him a or give him basically a hand symbol for the mercy killers, which are basically the jailers of the city.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right about that. There's yeah, he's confused over why you did that.
And then I'll give him 50 gold pieces and tell him you don't need to think about it too much.
All right.
You let you and your friends in. That's what you say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he definitely takes the bribe, and you again. There's maybe about 15 people. I'll put the tokens in later, but there's about
Uh,
again
hey,
probably
I gotta stay in character. I can't be paying for other people. This
yeah
is why I told you
yeah
guys to not to spend all your money.
Oh
yeah. If
no,
you
we got money.
all right. Well, they're he's charging the same thing, 50 gold, because
Okay.
he's already agreed to that.
So it's 50 gold per person.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, yeah, they're
yeah. Okay, so one is going to hand him 50 gold.
all right.
Not a problem.
And Oryx will as well. Who's got Klein? I don't think he is.
I
That's
have a
money.
black screen still.
Oh, as soon as you take that 50 from your character sheet, just tell me, and I'll put you on the map.
I did.
Yeah. So, oh, did you do it for everybody? So,
No, I didn't do it for everybody. I
okay.
paid 50. I told the others they were gonna have to cough up their own 50.
I
Yeah.
gave 50 for Klein because I don't think he has it yet.
Yeah,
Money at the moment.
we play on the honor system. I'm not going to check your character sheets, guys, but if you can.
And I just took off 100 from
yeah.
my sheet.
All right. Well, there you go. I'm not going to check people's character sheets. I'm just going to put you on the map. I'm assuming that you're taking 50 from your character sheet, so we can move forward. And let me drag and drop. All right, let's rock and roll. All right, so you are
Yep. Sometimes it's better to just bribe someone than talk to them.
yeah. All right, so
Especially with evil people, they tend to take bribes.
well, I will agree with that. All right, so you can see what you can see. It's a fairly well, it's a more of a well, I wouldn't say bar, but it's a guild hall for whoever runs this place. All right, so you guys are walking around. People are, drinking.
Looks to be a guild hall. Okay, do I see any symbols?
You can definitely see the symbol of the Forgotten Realm. Um, what does that look like? Well, Forgotten Realm has its own symbol. Let me look it up. Forgotten. If I remember correctly, it has a symbol. I'll just type in symbol. All right. Well, you can see it's 100 years later, so Cyric is gone. Bane is back. All right. So again, if you're into the lore, you know that Bane rules the Forgotten Realms. So you see a lot of symbols with Bane. Again, you could wiki that. He's basically a god of evil, guys. So they have some sort of a connection with the Forgotten Realms. You guys already know that the Gift Yankee handle. Let's make sure we're on the same page. The Gift Yankee handle. And I think this is what I mentioned. I might be wrong, but you can correct me. The Forgotten Realms is handled by the Gift Yankee. The slave trade is exclusive to the Gift Yankee. The Mind Flyers are exclusive to the Greyhawk realm. I'm not going to go into the Greyhawk lore yet because you guys you don't know what the hell's going on with that. But you've seen this symbol before. And as a matter of fact, go ahead and just make a religion 12 check, guys, if you want to. I should have actually said that earlier. If you can make a religion check of DC 12, guys, just to, make sure that you know what the hell's going on. Okay, a lot of you definitely made it. Well, to Onyx or Oryx.
Oryx made it.
Oryx.
All right, whoever made it, you can fill in the guys just as long as somebody makes it. You can, as a matter of fact, are you the only person that made it?
Who made it? Lisa and Oryx.
Okay. All right. Well, at least you can RP that and fill the guys in. I'm not gonna do the
Nice.
history of Bane. You can do that yourself.
Anyways,
Yeah, go ahead.
we're going in there after he fills me in on Bane. Since I entered right shortly after the
As a matter of fact,
So are we on a
yeah,
the other person here. I'm taking a quick look to see if I can spot
are we on
him.
a different map? I'm seeing.
yeah, you should be in a guild hall.
Yeah, no, not in a guild hall.
No, it's not in the guild.
You might want to, if you're not on the map, you might want to hit F5.
All right, there we go. I'm on the map now.
All right, so I'm gonna put a couple of Give Yankee in the room since there's a connection.
Since we entered so shortly after the magistrate, can I still see her as we enter?
Yeah, she's over here. She's talking to the people around this globe. There's a large globe. The globe is turning. They're talking about the Forgotten Realms. Actually, the world that you see there is the world of the Forgotten Realms, and they're going over the Evermeet. You hear the word Evermeet. If you are kind of close to them, they don't really care if you know that. Again, this is a social.
Oh, there's a chair. There's a
What?
chair over there, so I could just be sitting over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're basically. This is a social club, guys, and she is part of this club. It's a slavery type of business that they're talking about. There's, you see the Bane. They're talking about the Forgotten Realms. The Gift Yankee are there talking as well. Let me add a couple of Gift Yankee tokens. And they're talking about how many slaves they're bringing in, how many slaves are taken to other worlds, or again, 10% of the elves are used as food. So they're talking shop, guys. That's what's happening. Anything specific you want to know about Mr. Silver? You know that they're for the Forgotten Realms. You know that the Gift Yankee are there. They're talking about the slave trade, bringing more people in, taking more slaves to other worlds, so on and so forth.
They're operating with the Githyanki. Have there been any mentions of the Mind Flayers, which would be
The Mind
probably
Flayers?
their nemesis since they're since they're Gith?
Well, let me roll because that's a completely different it's a different business. Yeah.
Well, the Gith are at or the Flayers are like an eternal nemesis of the Gith.
Yeah, but since they're both doing evil shit, the place is kept in check because the main goal is all baddies, concentrate their baddiness in the city of Sigil. So all plans to corrupt all of the other universes start here. These are where the plans are.
Yeah, so they're basically using the Gith as a way to facilitate that.
Yeah, exactly. They're a big part. They're almost a faction, so almost. But this is just a business for the Gith, as well as the Mind Flayer. So they're talking business right now. All right.
Oh, did I hear anything mentioning the Flayers?
The Flayers? No, I rolled a 1, so they're not talking about the Flayers.
So,
what about you guys? Do you have any? What do you guys think?
I'm just listening at the moment.
I'm trying to see if we can collect any. I mean, I have an possible idea, but I want to see if they say anything else first that might be of interest.
Well, no. Again, they're just talking. How many slaves you're bringing in, so on and so forth.
Okay. So, which I'll move over to Oryx and I'll say, well, I might have a way we can talk. We can talk to the person here. But how dirty are you willing to get?
What do you need me to do?
Well, I might have some blackmail or ransom.
Well, if that's what it takes to make this place better, let's do it.
All right.
And this also, if we do this will entail dealing with some nuts. So, why is there a bunch of noise?
Well, I'll turn it down. Oh, by the way, the globe there is a forgot. I think. Well, I already mentioned it, but they're
Yeah.
pointing at it. They're talking about Evermeet. They're talking about Skullport.
I would say, if I do this route, it would involve dealing with some unsavory characters,
Yeah.
or at least the threat of unsavory characters. But either way, we would have to meet. We would have to find a way to meet up with this magistrate alone.
All right. Hopefully that's not too loud. All right.
Yeah,
So
Well, I just
well,
yeah, I
we're gonna
turned
have
it
to do
off.
that sometime. This
Yeah,
isn't
they're
really a place for alone.
yeah they're gonna have to leave here sometime.
right.
My guess is we can see when they should probably wait for when they leave and see if we can tail them back to their place of rest.
Agreed.
You know what? I'm gonna roll see if my story makes any. Well, I've got an idea, guys, and I want to let the dice decide. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I rolled a 2. You hear, especially whoever's around them. Again, they don't care. They rule the city, so they don't care what you think. All right. So they're talking about how there's going to be one of the magistrates visiting the city of Skullport, or actually, she's the one that's going to go. All right. So she's going to be the one going to Skullport to investigate or make a deal with the Drow. So, again, you guys know that she's part of the slave trade. She's going to go to Skullport because Skullport is a major hub of slavery.
Scum and villainy like
Like,
no other.
and she's gonna have to make a deal with the lords of Skullport. Okay, this is out of character. There's there's a lot going on, guys. So I'm just
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep it simple. As I said, we can just wait for her to finish her business here.
Yeah.
We can tail her back to her place.
All right. Well, you can definitely tell her. She's already told you that she's gonna make a visit to Skullport to.
Well, she told them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, right. And then if you want to follow her to Skullport, that's you. She's going to be taking off in the morning. That's why she's talking to the Gift Yankee captain, and they're going over about the. This is out of character. If you want to look up the Skullport lore or wiki, there are specific people that are in charge of that city, and she's going to be talking to. Just to make sure you guys, I'm heavy into the lore, and I don't deviate with bullshit NPCs. I mean, you're meeting the actual NPCs from the books. So anyway, there are specific people that she's going to talk to. Whether you want to get involved with that, that's you. You can follow her.
What people is she talking to right now?
She's talking to the Gift Yankee captain. He's right here.
And who else? Anyone?
Yeah, this other guy who's the business. He's a business guy of the slave trade. This guy's the captain that brings in the elves, but this guy over here makes the deal.
What race is this other person who isn't a Gift Yankee?
She is a magistrate. She's a human. Human, more than human.
No, the person just east of the magistrate.
Can you?
Another gift.
Oh, this guy. Yeah.
Another gift.
Yeah. I mean, if you put your mouse over it, you'll get a picture of what they look like on the lower left-hand corner. Yeah. So if you want to know what they look like.
None of that's actually answering my question. There is one person 5 feet east of Magistrate 3. Who is that? What kind of creature is that?
This guy.
He's talking
Nope.
about this guy,
Oh.
and that's a gift.
Yeah, that's a gift. If okay, the token might be a little off, but if you kind of close in on the token, you'll see that he's a bald-headed
If
guy.
you use your mouse wheel, you can scroll in
Yeah.
and zoom.
Yeah, he's got long ears. He's a gift. He's the guy that handles the business side of the slave trade. William, I think it's William. So one is the captain. The other guy is the business guy that makes the deals. He wants
Both Gift Yankee then.
both Gift Yankee. Yeah. Remember, this is a slave trade that she's talking to right now, and you know that the slave trade is a normal thing, and she's just trying to get that deal done with a Skullport people. And okay, so
All right.
does that make sense?
So
Everybody clear?
yeah,
Okay.
just want to make clear, one's going to spend a minute studying each of these two people she's talking to.
Oh, okay. Well, the captain is this guy. He's the one that steers the ship and goes in and out. And this guy is the business guy who handles the slave trade.
All right.
All right. Cool. Cool. All right. What about you other new guys? Do you have any questions? You're clear. Do you have anything you want to?
We've got two options. They've got to come down from there sometime to get ready. So I'll gotta wait for that.
Okay. Well, the next thing we
So
could
what-
go ahead.
Once she comes down from there, has to go somewhere to get ready. Yeah, I'll follow her.
Okay.
See where she goes.
All right. What about the rest of you guys? You want to? We're going to go to the Mr. Silver following her. You want to do anything else inside this guild hall or
Not
meeting room?
particularly. I mean, there looks like a bunch of Gothanki. All I'm doing is thinking once we do follow her, I'm not sure what we're going to say to her. But then if we do follow her to Skullport, which seems interesting, I'm not sure how
That's
we're going to do that.
it's
So anyways,
also
I'm thinking about this.
Skullport is also in the Underdark, which at level 1 is a death sentence.
Yeah,
Well, they got low level Underdark, Mr. Silver.
kobolds.
Yeah, they got plenty of low level nobody's got.
Yeah, it's also ruled by drow who hate my kind,
Well, look, there's.
Oh, that could be a problem.
You know how
which
it
makes
works.
it a lot harder to work.
Yeah. The only reason I
So-
would attack you is if you brought it on yourself. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but I'd rather
Yeah.
deal with her while she's here because she's got to prepare. It's just getting into the night, so she's probably more than likely gonna have to prepare for a trip to Skullport. So I want to wait till she leaves this place because she was obviously walking alone.
Yeah. I mean, she's a
So-
politician.
We just wait.
Yeah.
So yeah, once she begins to walk out of the place, I'll slowly follow her and motion for you guys to join me. When she leaves, DM, I need you to let me know when we get to some place that's quiet.
He's gonna murder her.
I'm not gonna murder her,
Yeah.
but there is gonna be a stern talking to.
All right. Well, let me drop you guys on this map.
I can't. You really want me to murder her?
No, I know how you work, and you always do that. So whatever.
Because usually violence is a good answer at the time.
All right. Well, let me bring down the lights, and if you fuck with her, she might not like that. All right. So let me drop you guys.
We got to get rid of Beaumont here because unfortunately the mascot is not present.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you see that rat in your folder, he can be controlled by pretty much anybody. Silver has it set up that way. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you're walking. Let me put her on the map. She is right here. Her room is over. She's about to go inside her apartment. You are now in the court section of Sigil. This is high.
Okay, we got to know.
Yeah, this is a high security area. This is where.
I mean, if she's human, does she have a torch with her, or what's going on?
She does not. There. Yeah.
Certainly has a lot of townsfolk out at night.
Well, there's prostitutes and degenerates looking for some ass and so on and so forth. I'll put some lights in the area. Well, I'll put them now. No, that's not what I want. All right. Well, let me put some lights. Okay. Well, before I attack you guys for bothering me, what do you want to do?
Actually, I kind of want to let her go into her apartment because there's too many witnesses out here.
All right. Well, let me put the. What about you guys? You want to stab her before she goes into her apartment?
There was no talk about stabbing right now.
Okay. We
No, I'm just gonna wait outside of the apartment in case something
I
happens.
was gonna wait
Because,
till the townsfolk passed by, and then I was just gonna pull out some little tools out of my belt.
Yeah. In my campaign, guys, you can pretty much kill everybody if you wanted to. All right, so you have complete
So basically,
freedom.
once the townsfolk or walk past, because I know you don't move shit.
Well, I
I'm
thought you
going
said you were
to.
gonna go inside and to her.
I am, but I'm not going to go through the front door.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to
I'm gonna
say
look.
there's a doorman and he's not gonna let you in. I was about to say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at one of these windows and I'm gonna start pulling out. I'm gonna pull out my thieves' tools once there's nobody nearby,
It's kind of
and
like a New York building where there's a doorman doesn't let people in and out. Yeah, that's what's going on. All right, so she goes in. She goes up the stairs, and you don't know. The building has about a five. No, let's go. Yeah, 5 stories. So she can be in any of those 5-story.
oh, that's great because I'll wait for about. We'll give it 10 minutes for her to probably walk through the building,
She's
and
just
I have slippers of spider climbing. So in addition, I'm gonna roll stealth advantage because I have a cloak of elven kind at night.
okay. Well, uh, I mean, you already know this is high security. This is where the politicians live. So, you are aware of that.
24 stealth,
Okay. Well, you
and
know that there. I just want to bring this up because you obviously are aware that there are alarms in these very important people's homes. These are
sure, probably at the doors, but not like 5 stories up out a window.
well, you have to ask the dice that. You know, you might have to ask the dice that. So, well, I will. I should say. These people are not dumb. These people are, they know that someone might want to kill them because they are doing very bad things. They're aware that they're,
Perhaps,
yeah, okay, just,
but I gotta do what I gotta do.
all right, well, if you don't mind going to jail, that's totally cool.
Well, I am, like I said, I've rolled a 24 stealth to, to cloak myself in the night,
All
in
right,
the darkness. I am the darkness. I'm going Batman here.
you are flying, am I correct on that?
Nice.
I am not flying.
Is
What I am
climbing.
doing is I've got slippers of spider climbing, so I'm
Okay.
walking on the walls.
All right, well, I'm going to roll a 1d10 to see, well, actually, what your spell, I should roll against that. All right, well, I'm going to roll against that, sir. Let me just put a guard on the map just to make it fair. 34 is pretty good, by the way. So let me put a guard.
Where's this guard?
I'm also going to go
Uh,
ahead and add my bardic inspiration. What was your die?
uh, well, I got the guard on the map, or on the, he's right here if you want to look at him. All right, so I'll have a couple of guards here, here. All right, so he's kind of like, you're above
What's
the
your
building.
bardic inspiration die?
Uh, oh, mine? Well, I don't have one.
I'm
So
talking to the other guy.
yeah, I got you.
It's a D6.
All right, here's my perception, bro.
All right, 27 stealth.
All right, what did I roll? Okay, I didn't roll. All right, I gotta take. Look, I drink a lot of Diet Coke, guys. The new guys, you wanna maybe put your 2 cents in or whatever they call it.
I'm just
'Cause-
gonna ask DM, are you purposely hiding every single one of your rolls?
No, you don't see it. Oh, it's a whisper.
No.
Yeah, sorry. Let me fix that.
I'm okay with it. We're trying to make sure
No,
that you're
no,
doing that
I don't-
intentionally.
No, I don't.
I mean, to give Lisa a chance, I go to one of the guards and ask them for a light, to light a cigarette, keep them occupied for a second.
All right, so 19 versus my 27. He ain't seeing jack, so I will, like I said, after giving them 10 minutes to walk through the building, I'm going to slowly check all the windows for this building, see until I can locate them, and then I'll pull out my thieves' tools to pick the window.
I'm gonna set a pouch on the ground out here on the corner, and I'm gonna pull out my sitter I'm going to start singing a song
Oh,
as a goblin. Let's see, what song am I going to sing? I'm going to sing The Bloody Claws of Justice, which is an ode to the sweet victory of a well executed fiendish pack, in an attempt to distract whatever guards are in hearing distance.
all right. Let's see. So,
Take a pass on back. All right, so
all right. So
go
you
ahead.
rolled a 19
19.
versus my 27.
Gotcha. Oh, this
So
is
what I'm doing is I'm going to be checking every window until I find the window I need for them. Then I'm going to be taking out my thieves' tools and picking the window.
oh, okay. All right,
Yeah,
so
while he's doing that,
yeah.
I've set a pouch down on the ground and I've pulled out my cittern and I've started playing a song, um, hopefully to catch some contributions from passersby, but mostly to distract the guards.
Oh, okay. All right, so you're in the corner doing your. There's a lady I know who's something. There's something wrong with her hat. Anyway.
No, I'm singing the Bloody Claws of Justice.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you gather in a group. As far as how much you're making, again, the normal salary for an NPC is like 7 gold a week. So you're not gonna get like a fucking $1 million. Let's just go. You're making a total of the people around you is a total of 8 gold. Again, people are not going to be giving you all their salary for the week.
As long as they're giving me their attention, I'm happy.
Oh, okay. All right, Mister. Mister, I'm going to open the lock. 20 on the DC. Is that your sleight of hand? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you open up the. Okay. Okay, for you new guys. I mean, he's kind of doing all this by himself. You guys want to, get involved, or you just?
All right. Once I pick it, I slowly open the window here, and
I mean, it's going to be obvious
I'll
that you're. Yeah.
yeah. It's like I toss a pebble over to the. I gotta get the names right. It's gonna be a bit in Oryx's direction to let him know we're good to go. So if they can make their way up, that's without drawing attention, that's fine. But I still have that 27 stealth check as I enter, DM.
All right. So you are in her room, or actually, let me put you on. All right. Well, you could open the window. Okay. Let me turn on the lights for the other guys. Lights. Pow. Okay, the lights are open. All right. Let me put. Actually, no. Let me change the room because this is one single room. It should be a couple of rooms. So give me a second.
Yeah, you just put something in the corner.
Yeah, but I don't want her to be in the room where you just, open the lock to. I want her to be in a different area of the house. Is what I'm going for. If I can. Oh, this. Yeah, this is fine. All right. Let's go with this. And you are. No, this has got too many beds. Sorry about that, guys. I try to be somewhat consistent when it comes to the descriptions I'm giving out.
Honestly, that previous map would have been better. You could have just added a separate room in the corner.
Yeah, let me. Yeah,
Because you did say it was an apartment.
Yeah, let's go with that because I don't have time to be. All right, well, let me put you in the room active, and I'll put another room a little bit later. I'll put her on. Oops, that's not right. Let me grab her. All right, well, in the meantime, I'm going to put you over here, and you can do whatever you want.
All right, well, as I move in here, I do have my Sentinel shield on me, so I'm going to roll with advantage for perception as I move in.
Oh, okay. Well, she's not in the room. It's obvious.
No, but this is to see if there's any like traps or anything she might have in the area or any security.
I got you. All right. Well, no, everything's cool.
No security in the room?
No.
Looks
no,
like a scroll on the chair, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is her home, and she's not going to have,
Oh,
guards.
never know. There might be some
Yeah,
people might have home security.
you got a point. You got a point. All right,
That's
well,
why I rolled it. I'm not seeing it with a 25. Okay.
does that go well? Yeah, let's just say she's in the kitchen. This is the kitchen, guys. All right. All right, so you know that she's in the kitchen because
I
you can
probably
hear,
hear it.
yeah, you can hear it.
Yep.
So let me
27 stealth. I slowly make my way over in that direction.
all right, let me copy and paste number 3. Copy. All right, so put her here. All right, so she's eating breakfast. She lives alone. Uh you made your stealth check. She doesn't hear you. What do you want to do? You know she's in the kitchen eating some, I don't know, broccoli or whatever. What's the
Okay.
plan, bro?
I'll slowly make my way over there. Make sure I have this correctly.
It should be bigger, guys, but I don't want to waste time looking for a good map. This is good enough. I've got like
Alright.
maybe 1,000 maps, y'all.
Going over to the door, I assume. Where's the door to air? Because I can assume I can
Let me,
hear it.
yeah. Let me rotate that. Okay, here's the door to the kitchen.
Which is like right here.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so I will just creak it open ever so slightly, and I'm going to roll in a sleep grenade.
That's going to require a perception check from the guards outside. You okay with that? I mean, it's obvious that you know that there's guards patrolling the building. So heads up
I
there.
mean, I'm inside, and she's in
Yeah, I
here.
mean the DC is pretty high, but I might make it. Like for example,
Well,
the DC would be like
there's also the Goblin Buster outside making noise too.
right,
And I'm
yeah.
distracting guards by asking for light.
Well, that's outside. You guys are outside in the streets,
Okay.
singing. This is
Well, I'm not
inside.
opening the door to outside of the apartment. I'm already in the apartment. I'm saying I'm just creaking the kitchen door and rolling in a sleep grenade.
Right, and there's patrol outside her penthouse. She's inside her penthouse, and
Well,
they're
let's see if she fails the save to see if they even hear
yeah.
anything from her.
Well, I'm gonna put a guard on the map and roll. For you new guys, I go by what the stats tell me to do. It's not like I do that on occasion. So this is one of them. Let me put a guard here and
It
see.
would fill the entire kitchen, to be
Yeah, yeah.
honest.
Guard. Okay, here's a guard, and I will make a perception for my boy. He's
It
outside
is a
the. Yeah, he's outside the her penthouse, guys. I just want to put him on the map.
27 stealth he has to beat.
Okay, this is what I'm. He's got a 27. He's first level, guys. So
To be fair, I'm also specialized in stealth, and I
yeah,
used his bardic inspiration to boost it.
yeah. This is why optimizing your character can be a great benefit to your character or your role playing or whatever you want to call it. He's taking advantage of whatever he can do to tweak his guy out, which is good. You don't want to fuck around.
Shenanigans. We call that shenanigans.
Well, shenanigans are good in this campaign. All right, so let me click
See your perception check.
perception. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it probably. I got a pretty low score. Oh shit! Fuck you, buddy. What did you roll?
Yeah,
Did I hear
you have to beat a 27.
Okay. All right. Well, he's completely tweaked out his first level character to 27. That's fucking amazing.
Well,
Yeah. This is
He did
worth
use
it.
bardic inspiration, right?
Right.
So
Well,
Yeah, I rolled initially a 24 on my stealth check, but I burnt that guy's bardic inspiration to raise it to 27.
Yeah, this is where I rely on the rules lawyers to say that's bullshit. Even if you could max out your guy, I'm not going to check anybody. I'm just going to go by what you're telling me. We
I
went up
mean,
on the honor
I've
system.
got expertise in stealth, so that's very possible.
Well, if any of you rules lawyers want to, ask them some questions, that's totally cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you. 18 dexterity, expertise in stealth. I have a cloak of elven kind, so I rolled it with advantage, and then I burned my bardic inspiration die on the stealth check.
Okay,
What
well,
does expertise do for you?
Doubles my proficiency bonus.
Ah, I see. Well, that certainly is reasonable.
all right, well, reasonable. Rules lawyers are good. All right, so they didn't hear you because you're
Yep.
crazy roll. Yeah. All right,
All
so
right, so I rolled in the stealth grenade or sleep grenade inside the kitchen, which fills the entire chamber with sleep gas.
all right, well, she is that would be a DC what?
Fif-
Con?
15 Constitution. It's in chat.
Oh, okay. Let me give that a shot. Con, saving throw, normal. All right, I don't get any bonuses. I
She
completely suck.
falls asleep
All right.
for all right for an hour.
All right, so she's asleep. Are you gonna rape her or what's going on?
No, but I am going to abduct her.
All right, no, I'm kidding. It's an evil
Yeah, I
city.
pull the broom of flying out of my bag of holding and get ready to just whisk out of the room with her.
Do you put her in the bag of holding?
No, because she can't fit through the opening.
Never
Oh,
thought
And
of
she
that.
couldn't breathe.
Or there's
Well,
enough
there's
air in
there's
it.
enough air for a
There's
while.
enough air in there for a person to breathe for a couple minutes, but I'm not going to do
I
that.
thought people put undead in their bag of holding all the time.
They
Was
really
that just
shouldn't be because
okay?
there's no way it can fit. That's just some people like to say they do, but they shouldn't be able to do it. And most DMs are like, "Fuck it."
well, I'm just gonna make a perception check to see a body coming out of a window in a
You sure
broom.
make that 27 stealth check
But you
or
got to re-roll,
perception
sir. I
check.
mean, you just did something. You should
I
be.
can re-roll it with advantage if you want me to.
Why
Yeah.
would you get advantage on you doing shenanigans? It
Well,
was pretty.
it's dark, meaning I have cover and I have a cloak of elven kind, so I get advantage on stealth checks.
And I would
Well,
like to point out that as you use your broom of flying, you would have to speak some command word to make it fly
yeah. Well, there you go.
while
I
you're
got you
stealthy.
there, bro.
Well, then I can just use my slippers of spider climbing and carry her down.
That's even more obvious that there's a body that you're carrying with you on the
That's why
side of
there's
the.
a stealth check.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to re-roll because there's a new type of. You're doing something new, sir. So can you roll it again? Ooh,
That
that's
is a 12. Yeah.
all right.
It's
Well,
not
let
so
me.
good.
Sometimes the dice just like no.
You're
Uh,
gonna go to
oh,
jail.
hold up. I gotta roll that with advantage. It didn't roll advantage. So let me delete that.
You see, guys, this guy's. I don't know, man. I wonder about this dude.
I'm. Why is it not rolling advantage?
You gotta hit down the Alt key, I think.
Yeah, no. Stealth. Why is it not doing that?
I think you gotta hold down the Alt key before you roll.
There we go. 20.
All right, I'm gonna re-roll to be fair. All right. If I catch you, you're in big shit, bro.
Well, you have a. I think you have like a +4. So yeah, you have like a 20, or you have a 35% chance of spotting me. It's not 0.
All right, sucker. Are you saying that I get a disadvantage or right or what?
No, I said you have a 35% chance if it's a +4 like the
All right.
other
Well,
dude.
yeah. I rolled an 18. Not too bad, but not good enough. All right. So, man, I was hoping to kill you tonight.
All
All right.
right, so I slipped down the wall Spider-Man style with her slung over my shoulder,
All
and
right.
I quickly toss a pebble over to our Oryx and motion for him to go and follow me into the back alley with her.
All right. Well, let me put you. Where did that map go?
In fact, as a member of the Revolutionary League, I should be aware of safes or safe houses across Sigil.
Well, I'll give you that one. Okay. Give me a second. I'm just trying to
So
find
I
this.
will take her to a league safe house.
Go ahead. Somebody said something. All right. Well, let me put you on the city streets. All right. So you are. Wait a minute. That's not the right one. That was last week. Let's try that again. All right. So you are. You can take her again. It's a pretty big map, Silver. I don't care where you go to, but it's kind of dark.
That's kind of where I want it to be.
Yeah. Let me turn on the lights. It doesn't really matter because you've
Yeah, I
got
take
it.
her out. Yeah, I just basically I'm bringing her to the nearest league safe house where we can interrogate her without interruption.
I mentioned this last week. There's a 1 in 10 chance that a mugger is going to murder you, and this is where I roll because I got to do this every time you guys are are trying to do whatever you're doing. All right, so it's a 1D. It's a one on a 1D10, and that's a 5. All right, you guys are cool. I don't want to I don't want to keep having ambushes on you every time you play. So I'm making it fair. All right, sir. You know where the secret entrance to your hideout is. Just let me know when you're gonna.
Yeah, I will approach it, give the secret handshake to probably someone who's nearby as a guard, and they will see me with the person over my shoulder.
And some people accompanying you.
I'm
Um,
just gonna tell them the group. I'll tell them the rest of basically as I look at the rest of my party, say they're with me. Let them through.
while we're dealing with this light and dark stuff, since a few of us did get goggles of night,
Uh huh.
how do we get that activated on our
Okay,
tokens?
so
Oh,
we'll have to adjust your night vision.
let me
All
do a
right, so
piss while you
let
take
me
care of
look
that,
at your
sir.
tokens here. You have okay, Oryx. You are all
And where can I
right.
find that for future reference?
Okay, so if you go on your sheet here, let me just check it. Have edit mode on. Senses. Okay, let me just share my screen with you since
Cool,
I'm
thank
on
you.
your screen, Oryx. All right, can you see that?
1 sec, let me just click on the right stuff. Yes, I can see it.
All right, so we'll go ahead and enable edit mode. And then down here where it says senses under attributes,
Okay, cool.
go ahead and click that and you'll see blind sight, dark vision zone. So that goggles of night will give you 60 feet of dark vision. We'll close that and switch to edit mode or
Cool.
turn off edit mode.
Thanks.
All right. Do you have the 60 feet then?
I'm gonna check now. Probably. Yep. Looks a bit farther.
Yeah, you have it because I'm looking at your token.
Yeah.
All right. And that's basically how you do it. But let me just say, did you,
Done.
the
Do you
other
need that done
guys,
also?
yeah, I was gonna say one, do you need that?
Yes. Or did I manage to turn it on myself? I don't know.
Yeah, he has dark vision on. Okay, let me just check to make sure you have it. Yep, you're good. Let's just measure quickly. Ruler. You do not. You should be seeing farther.
All right, all right.
Okay, let me double check your token here. Vision. Yeah, that might be why. Okay.
You gotta mess with this token, bro.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
I'm gonna get the room ready for you whenever you're ready to do whatever you're gonna do.
All right, so that's that. Let me just double check gears. Oryx, yeah, you're not working correctly either, so I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust this. All right, so I'm gonna share this with you too, so you know how to fix it in the future. All right, as if you wanna look there, I'll show you how to fix it real quick. All right, you in there?
Yep.
All right, so what you'll do is, as a DM, you'll see prototype token here on the upper right corner.
Okay. Yep.
You'll click that. It'll pop this window up. You'll go to vision, and then you'll adjust your grid vision range to what your dark vision should be. So for you, it's 60, and click update token.
Okay. Cool.
And now if you redrag a new token on the screen, you will should see the updated vision. So everyone will just drag new tokens here to make sure. DM, can you remove all lighting from this scene so we can test their vision?
Oh, okay.
Just want to make sure we
What do
have
you want
everything
the
correctly.
lighting to be activated so they can?
No, just no lights.
Oh,
So
okay.
I want to see how far their dark vision is so I can test it. Make sure we have everything correct.
Okay, so he's part of your freedom. What was your faction name again? I forgot.
Revolutionary League.
All right. Jonathan, I'll just call him Rev. Make sure he's
Super Fun Adventure Club.
Oh, this guy's looks kind of weird. I'll call him Shroom because he does a lot of shrooming. And I'll wait for everybody. Okay. All right. I've got my MPs ready to rock and roll with another side mission. Oh, let me put the captive in the map. There she is. And this is where you're gonna rape her. Is that correct? So I shouldn't say that, but I had to. I'm naughty. I'm a naughty DM.
All right, can you have
Oh my
do you have
god.
like the dynamic lighting on for this map?
Yeah. Let me turn it on. Oh, but that was a joke, guys. So, all right. Well, let's not get weird. You've got your NPCs. They're basically you know them. You know who they are. Silver. They're fairly normal partners of yours. They wave you in. You're in a warehouse. They are confused over why you bring in a magistrate. I mean, everybody knows who she is. She's one of the top 5 judges. I mean, everybody knows who she is. Now they're a bit nervous because you're getting them noticed, Silver. They're a little bit upset with you. You're just being a little bit too, a cavalier or you wild with your shenanigans, and they're not happy. They like to keep a
There's
low
someone.
profile, guys. Go ahead.
There's someone named Jonathan Rev here.
Yeah, he's the one that is
Uh,
upset with Silver.
Well,
He,
you'll get over it. It's not like you don't have a bunch of aliases you can use.
yeah, but they're like, you could have gotten them fucking pinched. You know how the mob.
Well, we didn't, so
Well,
let's just
I'm
focus on the
RPing
here and now.
my very.
I know, and I am too.
Okay. Well, they're
I'm
upset with you, and
I'm being obtuse.
okay.
I just say that faction business comes before your personal feelings.
Yeah, and they start telling you about look, you're being a little bit careless, sir. We just would like you to not bring fucking bodies of magistrates into our warehouse where we meet on occasions for secret meetings.
Speaking of meeting, I'd like to take 1 minute to study Jonathan Rev's appearance, make sure that I can recall what he looks like in the future.
Yeah, he's.
Anyways, I will take some cloth there's no probably being stored around here, and I'm going to blindfold the magistrate while they are asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, and tie them up.
All right. Well, you're not tying up your comrades, right, Silver? Only the magistrate.
No, the magistrate.
Okay, okay. All right.
I
Well,
said
she's.
they're blindfolded. They won't see what you look like, and they won't know what this place looks
Oh,
like.
how long did she go to sleep for, sir?
An hour.
Okay, well, yeah. All right. Well, she's dead. She's still asleep.
That's fine. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'll blindfold her so she can't, recognize anyone or the place here. They'll
All right. Well,
So that'll leave them. That'll remove their tensions for now.
I would
Alright, so-
recommend we turn off any of the lighting in the room so she can't see people. I have a hooded lantern or a
Okay.
bullseye lantern. We could just shine a light right in her face.
well, that's the plan.
I have a lantern too, but for now, we'll just we can if they have any issues or they don't want to be discovered, you can walk out of the room right now.
Well, the dude is like, let's shine a flashlight on her face, which is a good idea, I guess.
She's also
No, it's-
blindfolded, so
Yeah, she's blindfolded too, right? You're right. You are correct.
Yeah. So the best thing to do would be to blindfold her and then keep her in the dark so she ain't seeing anything.
Oh, well, she's blindfolded. The dude's got a bullseye lantern that he can, if he wants, put her in a shine her on her face. So she's blindfolded. Okay, so she
Yeah, then we'll put her in a chair and we'll tie her down for now. She can scream if she wants, but she ain't gonna be heard.
All right, she eventually wakes up and she's in shock. She's looking at you. Well, she's got the blindfold on. You put a gag over her. Am I not correct on that? Or
Well, we'll like I said, we don't worry about her screaming out in here because this is a private area away from the public.
oh, okay. Well, I mean, she can yell pretty loudly, sir. Is what I'm
Well,
telling
that
so we
doesn't
gag her.
matter.
That's fine. I mean, we could at
No,
least
if
gag
she
whatever
she
goes
yells
after.
out, she gets a slap across the face.
Well, I'm gonna make
That's
a guard check because you apparently don't give a shit that she is.
and again,
gagged.
this is a very private
Well,
place.
well, Mister, I know where she's at. What's the DC for the guard to hear her? What? Give me the DC.
Guard where?
Uh,
Where's the guard?
Well, he's
Yeah,
out,
where's the guard?
he's
This
he's
is
outside the building. There's patrols throughout the city. There's a chance that he can hear her scream. It's going to be a very low chance because Mister Dude's probably going to give me a 25 DC. I don't know what the DC is. You tell me.
no,
What the DC is.
I can guarantee you at the very minimum he's making it with disadvantage. But this would be a very private place. It would be a hard difficulty check.
Hard was 20.
Yeah, and he'd probably guarantee he'd be making that a disadvantage because he's trying to hear through a
All
bunch
right.
of walls.
You heard the man. Disadvantage perception. All right. Let me hit the Alt key. And
Well,
oh,
that's
that was-
advantage, and you rolled a 14.
Okay. Okay. Well, disadvantage. Sorry, it's the control button. So let's try that again. All right, 15. All right. All right. Well, guys, I got to make these checks. I got to do it.
Yeah, she yells out. She gets a slap to the face, and I
Alright.
tell her to be quiet. Where she speak only when spoken to.
And then she basically says, "You guys you're up shit creek. I know who you are."
I interrupt her when she says that, and I slap her again. I said when you're spoken to.
And then she says, she doesn't say anything.
I
Now
feel like we
then,
need an intimidation check.
she doesn't need to be intimidated. We can just the beatings will commence until morale improves. Yeah,
Well,
just as a
again,
joke.
I could.
Oh, that was a joke, but
that was an okay joke.
it was an okay joke. All right, so I'll tell her you're not the one in charge here,
She says,
and
she says, "Well,
we have some questions and a little bit of questions and a little bit of discussions I need to talk to you about."
And then she kind of tries to get close to you. Again, she's blindfolded. She's trying to move forward to tell you to go
Bound to the
fuck
chair.
yourself, is what she tells you.
And I bend forward as she's to right next to her ear as she's, like I said, she's bound to the tip. I said, I wonder what the mind flayers would think if I told them about your little operation with the Gith.
And then she starts laughing and she says, They're ours. What the fuck are you talking about, you moron? She's like really upset, and she's just insulting you.
Obviously, she doesn't know about the eternal nemesis and war that the Gith have with the Mind Flayers, so she
She
must
says,
be
as
an
soon as
idiot.
they find out that I'm gone, you will be a dead man. And then she starts
Oh
yelling
yeah?
again.
And who are they gonna target?
She says a simple commune. Well, yeah, you got me on the commune. Well, here's the thing about the commune, guys. The commune is the only reason you would have problems with the commune is because the time dragon would change your outcome of whatever uh, information you got. This has nothing to do with the time dragon. A commune would work perfectly well if they decided to figure out who you guys are. You're not dumb. You guys know what the hell a commune is.
Yeah, except they have no fucking idea who they are, so who are they gonna search for?
Okay, well, yeah, that's an argument to be made. I'll agree with that one. All right.
Yeah,
They're searching for a dead goblin boss.
I need a commune for some random person that I have no idea about except the tone of their voice.
Well, I mean, they could ask questions, so you know that.
Yeah, anyways,
All
so
right.
I said, well, if you really want to go down that route, well, we can find another magistrate who is more willing to cooperate with us.
And then
And
she
I
said, "You
put
think
a
you're gonna get away with this? You're a dead man. You're a
yes,
fucking walking
yes,
dead man."
actually, yeah. I slap her to interrupt her. I said, yes, I do. And I'm not, hold your horses, DM. I have a dagger up to her neck.
Hey, do we have any lawful good people in the room? I mean, she's slapping a woman around. Does anybody want to partake in some goodness here?
I did tell them this was going to be dirty before they accepted it.
Okay, well, I need to know if we have any lawful good people because this is not good what he's doing. Even though she's the enemy, you know,
Nope.
I'm just any lawful good people.
I think one is chaotic good, so he's going to do good where he can.
Okay, well, just as long as we don't have any, good people that are gonna stop him from slapping her around. All right,
Yeah,
so
just neutral goods here.
okay.
There's a time to bend the rules.
All right,
This
well,
is yeah, we're bending. Sometimes you got to get a little dirty to get the outcome you want.
yeah,
But
totally get it.
anyways, so I pressed a dagger to her neck, and I said, like I said when I interrupted her, we can certainly find someone who's more willing, and we can certainly dispose of your body in a way that no commune or ever other effect will ever reach you.
She starts to laugh and she says, "As soon as they find that I'm dead, the whole city will be on alert, and they'll eventually find you. So go fuck yourself."
Okay, I'm just gonna repeat this. Find who?
So they'll figure it out.
Hmm. I wonder.
You can make a
Do the
Over.
would the
You can make an
that's I'm
inside check.
okay. If you want me to make an inside check,
DC
let's
20,
see.
kind of high. It's hard.
Nope, it's 12.
All right. Well, she said what she said. What's your plan?
Anyways, I'll continue saying, yeah, we already know you work directly with your group works with the devils to make the laws for this city, but I wonder if someone was to plant some fake evidence that would have you implicate you working with the demons of the abyss instead, knowing the eons blood feud going on between the two. Oh, you would be excommunicated in a second. No one would believe you.
Well, remember, guys, they don't think of themselves as being the bad guys. They think of themselves as being, a
Yes, but in this case,
libertarian.
we know they have deals with the devils. But
Yeah,
but I'm telling her, we can just plant some evidence for her that will tie her with deals with the demons, which would immediately excommunicate her with all of her associates and they wouldn't even take that risk.
you got a complicated mission here, sir. But okay, whichever way
I'm
you.
You're asking me not to do this in a murder hobo way.
Well, I'm interested to hear how you're gonna, set her up.
This is me saying if she doesn't start cooperating with her. We can assure I can make sure that her life will be a living hell from now on. No pun intended.
And then she starts to laugh. She just thinks you're a fucking moron. I'm role playing my people. All right, guys.
Hmm.
Okay. She doesn't believe you. She thinks you're a lunatic.
Well, that's fine. Everyone always thought about that, or everyone always laughs about it to begin with. But the last laugh is usually always ours.
And then she doesn't.
You would not be the first to get or to give us this kind of treatment.
So she's so frustrated with you because she thinks you're a moron that she stops talking. She's like,
That's fine.
You're like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, I know. We know what you're planning to vote for.
She just, I mean, she just looks straight ahead. She's not even acknowledging you, Mister or Miss Lisa.
That's fine. I'll motion for someone to hand me a piece of parchment.
All right. Any of you guys want to, chit chat with her? Right now, she's like, I'm not saying anything to you guys. Is what?
We don't need her to say anything at this
Okay.
point.
Well,
If she wants to play the hard game, then we can do that. I can start forging the documents right now. She will lose her position as magistrate.
well, you're gonna have to make a goddamn good forgery, bro. Because they're gonna scrutinize that goddamn thing. Remember the Star Trek episode where they made that fake hologram? It's the same thing. Again, if you follow the I forgot the name of the episode, but there was that alien who was like, "It's fake." They're gonna kind of do the same thing, Mister Brilliant Lisa person.
Well, I'm sad to wait for someone to hand me a parchment.
I mean,
And if they hand me a parchment, I
you're gonna
take
have
my
to.
dagger and
I'm just gonna make. You're gonna have to do a goddamn good job. Is what I'm trying to tell you,
I
Mister D.
take the dagger and I cut her thumb and make press her thumbprint onto it. Just basically a seal. A blood.
Okay. Well,
And then I'm going to write her name next to it. And I'm just gonna basically I'm gonna start writing on the document, and I'm gonna say it as I write it. Basically saying that and detailing embezzlement and other various detailings with the demons of the abyss and how she was slowly conspiring to help them take over
hey, what's a forge?
their control over this place and over the long term, basically as a double agent.
What's the forge? Is there? What skill is that,
I
guys?
don't think there is a forgery skill.
Well, we gotta have one for me to figure out the
Some sort of deception, I would imagine.
deception. Yeah, let's go with it. I mean, that's as close as we can get, Silver.
All right, so before I finish writing this, I'm gonna.
Oryx, you wouldn't happen to have guidance, would you?
Yeah, you can do a guidance and a
Yeah,
bardic inspiration with
You
this.
can do guidance. Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
whatever you guys got to do, because
A
you-
guidance and a bardic inspiration for 2 bonuses.
well, do what you got to do.
All right, let's see.
I'm gonna. Well, I mean, okay. This is where. Yeah, go ahead.
Who's making the roll?
Me.
He's.
All right,
Unless someone else has very good deception, I can give you the aid action.
I got the guidance. I don't got deception.
Yeah, so I'm proficient in deception, and I have a +5.
Okay, so what I'll do is
that
we
any
can
good?
use guidance on you. I'll give you the aid action as you write this down, and so
Yeah,
you'll make a deception check at advantage with the guidance.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think we've played out the persuasion angle? Do you think she's past the point where we might convince her to cooperate?
I want to have this over her if before we continue the persuasion.
All
Basically,
right,
Let me
all
take a
right,
piss.
it's always good to have leverage whenever possible in
all righty.
negotiation. So if you can,
Is it alt to rule with advantage?
I believe it's Alt to roll with advantage when you select it. You hold down Alt.
All right, who's helping me then?
That would be me. So you'll roll with advantage
All
on
right,
deception, and
and then
if you've
Oryx,
got
you're going to give me guidance as well.
Yeah, I did that. Cast it on there already.
All
yep,
righty, then I should go ahead and roll deception to see if I can get a good forgery, and then I'll
then
roll a d4 to go along with that. Uh,
that is a 24 deception.
don't think we could have made it much higher than that.
Well, if you can give yourself your bonus, your bardic bonus.
No, no,
Yeah,
that
I'm
only
not
goes to other.
sure in a game how to make someone go along with you, but because I don't know enough
Persuasion.
about the magistrate here.
Pers-
Well, I think that's
per-
pretty good with the persuasion and the deception. But like if she
bas-
had family, then there's
well, if
more
we want
evil
to
things we
convince
can
her
do.
to do something, and we got a good
Yeah.
document that can basically, a forged document that can basically damn her, well, we can hold that with blackmail.
I would just add that if she is a challenge rating 1 creature, I do have a minor magic item that would give me advantage on persuasion with her.
Yeah, these are level these
Okay, so
level
that's a
one.
24 deception as he's forging it with my help.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're not showing her the forger. You're showing whoever is, you're trying to persuade that she's a spy
Yeah.
or something. So
Yeah,
that
if we ever have to use it, but
yeah.
basically it's a 24 as we're making it.
Did you
So,
roll a 24?
but she
I did
hears
roll
the
a 24.
writing as it's being written and I do as I narrate it, and it's like, and it will have her thumbprint as a seal next
Did,
to her name.
I would assume you rolled that 24, correct?
He's the one writing the
Oh,
actual document,
okay.
but I gave him the aid action, so he rolls it with advantage, and Oryx gave him a guidance, which is a D4.
Okay. All right. Well, you rolled this. You guys are rolling out. Jesus. God damn it.
Well, he rolled
A
a
15.
15 on the
Yeah.
die, and then he
Well,
rolled a 4 on his bardic die,
I'll have
or not
to.
4, a 4 on his
Not
guidance.
bardic die, guidance,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, I'll roll. I'll roll what I got to roll when that time comes up.
So it's whatever she's hearing is probably going to sound extremely convincing.
Well, she is a judge. So whatever you have to tell her, you know, she's a judge. She's not just going to change her mind and tell you guys, hey,
And I'll tell everyone to get behind her so that she doesn't see you real quick.
Does it matter if she sees the goblin boss who's already dead?
Well, I think she still got a blindfold unless I'm wrong on that.
Well, that's why I'm telling everyone to get behind her so she can't turn her head and look at you.
We're going
Yeah,
behind the bar.
can we move
Yeah,
Shroom and Jonathan Rev back there too?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean
So
they're. Mhm.
I grab the forgery because her hands are bound like on the chair. I lift up it's like I said, it's dark in here. I lift up the blindfold just enough so she can see the
See your face.
document I place in front of her,
She
and
sees
I
you
tell
as
you
well,
that,
right? Because you opened up
oh,
the blind.
I'm making sure that I'm behind her so she can't turn her head.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Basically, I'm reaching around behind or from behind her, and I show her the document, and that's a 21 on the deception
you show
check.
you showing
Yeah, I'm
your
showing her what will be used to damn her
she looks at
to
you
let
all
her
like
know we're not full of shit.
she looks at you and she says, "You know that they're not going to fall for that. People know my stance already, so they're just not going to believe this bullshit piece of paper." I'm role playing
But
my guy, people.
I know. And I look at her and he said, "You really think some office worker grunt or some office grunt is going to take that time? You should know that better than anyone." And then I put the blindfold back down over her.
And then she kind of laughs. She kind of again laughs a little bit. You really are naive as to the protocols that need to be made in order for any magistrate to make any sort of ledger or this document that you're referring to. So that's not
But
going to work.
see,
It's not going
uh,
to.
but
Go ahead. Yeah.
but you see, when it comes to the people we're talking about, they don't take chances. They don't care about your procedure. If they think, and there's even a chance that they think that you're with the other side, and they're just gonna they're just gonna deal with you.
And then
I wonder how it would feel if it was you or maybe anyone associated with you being sent into that slave trade you operate through with the Githyanki.
she says, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You are really a crazy person. And again, this
Well,
document that you have in front of me is bullshit. So you're not going to get away with this.
uh, well, thankfully, not everybody is as smart as you. But you know what? I wonder how well, I'll repeat myself, I wonder how it would go if we just sold you instead to this slave trade. And since you don't want to or work with us, we can just sell you and your
And then
close relatives to the slave trade. After all, why are they good? They're not going to care. You're just another body. You're just a human.
and then she turns her head around and she says, "Are you mad? Everybody knows who
Sometimes
I
you,
am. You think I'm just going to be sold as a slave? Are you
oh,
got to be kidding
especially
me?"
you, because you have a seat of power. Why wouldn't they put someone like you under lock and
I tell
key?
people what to do, sir. I am
Ah,
the
but
one in
see,
charge, sir.
yeah, but see, the people on the real low ends of society, they don't care who you are. If they can put a collar on you, they'll do it in a heartbeat, just so they can control every facet of your life and get past everything they want.
And then
You
she
think you're immune to this?
and then she kind of says, "Well, I see that you are unreasonable. Do what you want to do." So she's kind of just frustrated. She lets it go. She thinks that you're, again, I'm a role playing people. She thinks you're a moron. Your plan is just fucking retarded.
That's fine. Well, if you don't want to, cooperate with us, we can find someone else who will.
And then she kind of just shuts up again. She does, again, she's looking straight ahead and she is like, you're crazy.
After all, we didn't have to keep you alive for this,
And then
but
you
I figured I'd give you the opportunity to work with us.
all right, from now on, unless she's not going to answer anything else. You can slap her. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. Yeah, okay. You can do something else to make her cooperate, but right now she's not even talking to you.
Now,
She's
if you guys have an idea, if there's something you want to ask her, you can go ahead. But if she doesn't cooperate,
she's
well, they
definitely
didn't say we had to keep her alive. One of the contingencies was we could just simply replace. We could simply remove her from the equation. That delays the vote.
well. One of your partners, again, he's one of your he's one of your comrades. He says, I don't think this is a good idea. They will obviously be searching the city, and they'll more than likely be, going through building to building, trying to find where she's at. So I don't think this is a
Well,
good
We
that's
idea.
fine. We
replaced
don't
her
have to leave her
blindfold.
here.
Have we replaced her blindfold?
No,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well,
We just let the river take care of her.
yeah, but this guy's saying they're going to be looking all over the city trying to find her, and that's
But when the
gonna.
river dissolves her, it doesn't matter.
Well, okay.
Yep, there is acidic rivers in this place. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well,
We can dump her in there, and ain't gonna be nothing to find. I say that out loud. We can just dump her there. Ain't gonna be nothing for them to find. They don't know anything
speak
about
with
us,
dead.
and
Speak with dead.
Okay, but she doesn't know anything about us, and there's no body to cast
She
speak with
can
that on.
at least mention that somebody killed her, so on and so
Okay,
forth.
there's no body for her for it to be cast on.
Well, say for example they find her body. I mean, they're
Well,
mentioning.
there is no body.
Well, how
She's
you?
going to be
Isn't
dunked
she
in acid.
in
She's going to be
acid?
dunked in acid.
Oh, acid. Where is the acid?
Well, there's
It's that
here.
river in the
Hold on.
hive.
If you
Well,
look at the slags in the hive, that's a whole acidic river.
is that per lore? Because you know
Yeah,
me and the lore.
and it's
Yeah,
so
that's what I remember.
it's the runoff from the Foundry district, and it's so fucking corrosive and polluted. It's basically an acid river.
Unless the
I
time
I
dragon changed that.
I believe you, but it's got to be written. Do you have that in
Yeah,
writing?
it's in the guide to sigil. If you look it up from the Planescape setting, yep.
Okay, well, if it's lore, definitely do it. That's a plan.
So we can dump
okay.
her body. I say this out loud. Yeah, we can just dump her in the slag. Say nobody's gonna. There will be no body for them to find, and well, that'll be it. We'll just find someone else who will be easier to work with. I'm saying this out loud. Yeah, you won't have any. None of you guys can even need to worry about it.
Yeah.
No,
What do you guys think? What's because
no. I was telling them they don't have to worry about there being a body here for anyone to find.
right. I
They
mean,
don't need. The guard doesn't even know about this place.
well, the rest of you guys. What's your? I mean, I want to make sure that you might have a
If you
better
guys
idea.
have a yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys have another idea you want to do with it, because
Uh,
they I'll say right now, her being alive technically isn't a necessity. It's just easier.
All right. Well, Mister, your buddy, your comrade, again, he's part of your faction. He says, "Well, wouldn't they just replace her with another asshole?"
Yes, and then we can see about working with that asshole. But in the meantime, that delays the vote that we were trying to stop because then they got to find another asshole and get her and go through all of the rigors because the
Oh,
fraternity love their their
well,
their
that's a good.
processes.
Yeah, that's a good delay plan. Yeah. What about the
And
rest of
then
you
while
guys?
they're delaying all of that shit, we can learn about what's going on with the new person.
Hmm.
I am wondering if we might play good cop, bad cop, and try take one more stab at persuasion.
Yeah, if you want to do it,
Yeah, if you
I've
want to.
Okay,
given
so
like I said,
so
I've
when
given
is
the
the
ultimatum.
Go ahead.
when is the vote? Maybe we just keep her here for long enough for someone to you know
Fighter.
maybe one and done assumes her form and makes the vote the wrong way and then comes back and then she can be taken care of by the people who she voted against and we don't have to do the dirty work.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of ways you can go around making her vote a different way, but
We
I'm
could
not gonna.
also have done
Oh, I just thought of
disguise
something.
as
Uh-huh.
hair just to see if she gets shot or something.
Oh,
Well,
there's an idea. Done. I know you are you, even though you have that goblin form. I'll have you come over here, like I'll whisper to you. Can you take her form here and stand in front of her for a
oh
moment
shit, you
while
gotta.
I take the blindfold off of her?
Yeah, I forgot about that,
It's
dude.
that we might try that, or perhaps I could be Factor Hashkar for a moment.
Drew, we can do that too.
Well, you would have
Whichever you think would make more of an impression.
you'd have to get rid of that guy though, which you're.
Yeah, let's
Not
try.
not just to convince her what we're able to do.
Oh, well, that's a plan.
Yeah, go ahead and step forward there in front of her after.
Well, what's the plan first? Decide
Let's
one or the other. I guess if we impress that we could look like her, I still couldn't sound like her, so it might not be very convincing.
but see, here's
Well,
the thing. You've been
you don't
listening
really
to her
have to
talk
talk.
for a while now. Yeah.
Well, I don't
She
know
only
if
needs
that's.
to see you.
Well, I don't
You don't
have any
really need to
particular
talk.
skill with imitating voices just yet. I have plans for that in the future, but not right now.
Uh,
Okay,
I'm-
so
I could make my best effort, but it's not a guaranteed thing.
so it's not a
Out of
skill
care-
you have now, is what you're saying.
Yeah, out of character though. If he wants to learn it, as a bard, he could technically roll deception.
Well, anybody can do deception.
Yeah, he could technically roll deception with his disguise.
Well, whatever you want to accomplish with
Uh,
that. I mean, she is a prisoner,
uh,
so.
So
Well,
yeah, let's have you mimic her because having having the factal hash car in some random hideaways and that's a little too far. But we already have some good old documents under her name, and then we can convince her that we don't need her. Maybe we can get a little bit more out of her.
Well, I would suggest that we take a persuasive approach rather than intimidation, because I have a nifty magic tool that will give me some advantage in a persuasion roll, which might be
Well,
helpful.
whatever words you think might do best, but I would prefer those words coming out of her form.
Might be.
Or
Well,
what?
at the very least, we could make the impression that anytime we want, we can be anyone, and she'll never know if we're standing right next to her.
Perhaps, yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
but wouldn't she just
All right.
tell her friends that there's a changeling fucking with her? I mean, she's just obvious.
I
Remember,
can use minor illusion too. If we have done the disguise as her, show herself, and then put the blindfold together, and he can like get close to her to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna whisper in your ear." I can use minor illusion to do like a "nobody will believe you" voice line that
Well-
I heard she said before to pretend that's them saying it.
well,
That will
remember,
like get her psychotic.
I just want to make sure you guys. She's one of the most important people in the city. As far as somebody not believing, it's kind of like saying that well, let's go with the president. The president says this, and everybody says, "Okay, well, that's how it
She's
goes."
not the president.
Well, she's important enough to where, her opinion matters. She's a very important person.
Her opinion matters until we come up with something that makes her opinion not matter.
Well, for you maybe, but not the people that she's in charge of, right?
Probably not, because like I said, if this forgery goes as we intend it, then the people she worked that work with
Well, it's all based on the roles.
the
So,
job the people that if the people that work with the court, they're not gonna give a damn what she is. She gonna be done.
well, again, it's all based on the DC that I
But
gotta make.
we'll let him make the good cop side, see if he wants to say something to her.
All right. Well, if you
He
want to
sounds
make
like he wants to try using the good cop method.
You could also
yeah.
use my inspiration.
Oh well, we don't use inspiration. That's for people that need a pat on the head from the DM. We don't do that. You can do whatever you want. You don't need inspiration. You can say I'm inspired to do this, and okay.
All right, someone give me guidance.
Yep, gave you guidance.
Yeah, inspiration is yeah. I don't think it's a good thing.
All right. Done. Let's see you make your silver. Let's see that silver tongue at work.
All right. Well, let
All
me.
right.
I'm not gonna make any advantages or disadvantages, but perfume with a tiny bomb. Blah blah blah. This is challenge rating 1 lower. Charisma checks. Well, that would help in the DC of your persuasion roll, I would assume. Maybe. Like,
And
Yeah.
that's what I intend to do. So I'm going to take one action to take on the appearance of Magistrate 3, who by now I am very familiar with and well able to mimic an appearance.
All right. So he moves up in front of them.
And I'm going to remove any gear I'm wearing and stand before her wearing only traveler's clothes and a cloak of many fashions,
Ooh.
and I will make that cloak appear to be something she might wear.
Oh,
It's
that.
like, yeah, just mimic her clothes and appearance.
Yeah, well, she doesn't wear traveler's clothes, but yeah, that's the best I can do for now.
Oh, and so did you want to make a speech, or is that it?
I did indeed want to make a speech, so I'll take off the blindfold and look at her, and I'll say, "You're a person of reason," doing my best to imitate her voice.
And then she gets all excited, and then she says, "Attack them now." What does that mean? You figure it out.
Hmm.
She says,
I don't
"Attack
think
them
so.
now." She, she thinks that you're on her side. Just want to make sure you're aware of that.
Not going to happen right now. You see, we are people of many peculiar abilities, and even if you go on past this day, everywhere you go, realize that one of us could be standing right next to you at any time. And as a person of reason that I know you are, you probably understand that we took you here tonight without the use of any weapons. No one got wounded, no one got hurt. The notion of weapons was just entirely useless to us, meaningless. And you walked the streets without a weapon. You had no way to defend yourself. So when you take the side of deciding to disarm people on the street, you make everyone else just as much a victim as you have been tonight. So I want you to think very carefully about making everyone a potential victim while you know that we could be standing right next to you at any point.
And then she kind of lowers her.
That's the end of my speech.
She kind of lowers her head, and she says, "Oh yes, you're right. I see your reasoning. I agree with you. Now let me go, and I will do whatever it is that you want me to do."
Insight check.
DC is pretty
They all
low. I mean,
insight that.
you're not that dumb. It's only like a 14. Yeah, she's obviously bullshitting you.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh,
Yeah, honestly, guys, we don't have any way to ensure that she would hold up her end of the bargain.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We tried all the nice ways so far.
she's stubborn."
Yeah. Well, do I at least get to make my persuasion roll?
Yeah. Yeah. What wasn't that the persuasion roll, or
Well, I didn't make a persuasion roll. I haven't rolled anything after making my speech.
Oh, I was looking at Mr. Silver's roll.
Yeah, that
Okay,
was an
yeah,
insight check
yeah.
against her.
Okay, well, if you want to try it, I'll roll against. I'll roll against you.
All right, so I'm going to roll with advantage because of the perfume of bewilderment. Do we agree on that?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay, I'm gonna
That's
give.
a disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage. If you want
I was
to
going to
re-roll
delete that.
Oh, sorry. Did I roll the wrong thing? Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
I should have rolled an alt. Okay,
Oh,
I'll try
yeah.
again. Yeah.
I'm
Try this
gonna roll
again.
with advantage because she's pretty hard. All right, that's
I'll
a
do
terrible
that.
roll. Let me roll with
Yeah.
advantage because she's a government worker.
So
That's a
I've rolled a 13 then.
13.
That
All right,
is
well,
unfortunate.
yeah. Here's my insight to pose your roll. I got
That's a
advantage.
14 against the 14.
Isn't it a 13, sir? 10 plus 3.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
13.
13, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so
Did you made a
Yeah.
bad roll, sir? Is what happened.
Yeah, she's not persuaded. All right, so I'm so sorry we couldn't come to an agreement. I'll put the blindfold back over her and walk away.
And then she spits on you
That's-
as soon as you put the blindfolder. You put you're putting a blindfold over her head. You get a spit in the face.
And I'll change my appearance once again to appear to be the Goblin Boss 1.
All right.
well, that is unfortunate we couldn't come to agreeable terms, but I'm sure we'll have better luck with the next one in line. At the very least, we can stall this vote for a while we deal with your successor.
And then she kind of laughs a little bit and says, "You motherfuckers are dead. You're dead."
Yeah, there is one truth to that. Someone here is going to be dead.
Well, you guys tried, but she's pretty, stubborn. If you guys
Nah, he
want to,
just rolled really low on
yeah,
his persuasion check. It just happens.
yeah. Well, there you go.
Well, she gets a billy club to the back of the head to knock her out.
All right, no need for a roll. What else do you guys want to do?
Yeah, we're gonna taste. It's still the
Put her in the
night.
barrel.
Put her in a barrel and take her over to the slags.
All right, all right. So just okay. So you put in her barrel. You go outside. Let me just, yeah. I'm only gonna do
Ain't
one.
no one gonna
We
ain't
we
no one gonna care about a
we
barrel in a
gag her as
cart.
well, so we don't like if she wakes up from the
Oh, okay, okay.
being knocked out. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to. Well, she wakes up and you hear her scream. All right, you got me on that one. All right, so you make it to the area where it's filled with the acid pool.
Yeah, if you actually bring up the let me pull up a map here.
Yeah, I
'Cause
know
I
I
know
had a
there's
map
there's the
of like
If you bring up the world map or the sigil
sigil.
map,
Oh,
it's
okay.
on there.
All right. Well, let me
I
bring
know
that.
DM has something like that. Here, I think I have it here.
Yeah, if you want to bring it up,
It's called the ditch.
is it the ditch?
Yep, it's right over here.
Ditch.
Well, there's two places. There's the slags and the ditch. There's one of them here. There's the ditch where it's like runoff from the foundry district. It
Mm.
just goes into this giant acidic river. And then you have the slags down here, which is pretty much the same thing.
I know that I'm thinking over here in the hive area, guys. It's
That is
over
the
here.
hive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is the hive.
Well, again, we're on the same page on the ditch.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
just gonna drag her to the ditch and throw her in. Ain't gonna be nothing left. No, ain't gonna be no body left to discover.
oh, okay. All right. So let's. So you guys make it to that location, and let me put you on the map. I had a map with the ditch in it. All right. Well, regardless, let's just say you dump the barrel into.
Actually, let's do one last thing here before we dump her in the middle of the night with no one around, because this is the hive district. Ain't no guards around here.
Uh-huh.
We'll open the barrel. I'll keep her gagged, but I'll
I mean,
slap.
barrels necessarily float, so uh, I waste a good barrel.
I was gonna say I was gonna give her one more chance. We could slap her awake before we toss her in. Let her see what's gonna happen.
All right. Well, you can make a.
Everyone likes to talk a bunch of shit until they're literally staring death in the face.
You can make another persuasion check. That's as much as I can give out.
How about some guidance?
You guys have a
Okay.
lot of
Yeah, we'll have the bard.
Guidance, yeah.
And,
We'll have the
and
bard.
one will help.
We'll have the bard make his last plea to the person here as they're literally staring an acid river in their death in the face.
Well, I might roll good. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll say, what does the bard want to tell to her as she's staring death in the face?
Does somebody want to make a speech before I roll against
Yeah,
your
the
persuasion?
bard. Does the bard want to
Oh,
make a speech to
Yeah,
her?
is someone going to assist me? Someone going to give me a hand with
Yeah,
that?
you'll get the assist function
Yeah,
from
you get
me.
the guidance. I just don't see the token, so I'm not clicking on it right
Yeah,
now.
Okay.
You got it.
you'll get
I got it.
guidance, and I'll give you the aid action, so you'll roll it with advantage.
All right. Again, we're going to keep her blindfolded. I guess we're opening up the barrel.
We're opening the eyes so she can see her death in the face, the acid river. So this
Well-
is like everyone's acts tough until they actually see their death in front of them.
All right. So I'm currently in the appearance of one, the goblin, and I'll remain in that appearance and get up right in her face and just tell her, "Well, here's your last chance, sweetie."
It's
right.
end of the drink for you, and no one will ever see you again. Or you can play ball with us. What do you think?
Well, I'll roll against your persuasion, but that's as much as I can do. All right. Well, let me
Alrighty.
It's a
put
15,
her.
add a d4, I guess.
All right. Let me put her.
It's a 16. Our bard, man.
Horrible. Terrible tonight. What can I say? The fates just have it in for this magistrate.
All right. Well, let me make a 1d20 roll with no. Well, I'm not gonna put advantage. She. This is a time where she's kind of like, okay, I better make up my mind without
Yep,
being.
16.
Yeah. Without.
16. She's staring death in the face.
All right. So 16 is the roll. Am I correct?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, here's the roll. Booyah! 16 bitches. 16 bitches.
That's fine. We can say
I guess we do this the hard way.
Yeah,
doing this the
Nora.
hard way. Put the gag back in her and or sorry, the gag never left. But she shakes her head or gives that defiance and is well, a bear, we can afford a barrel, so we can just stuff her into the barrel.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
And
she
then
but
was
we'll
in the
put
barrel.
the
You
barrel
guys just
floats.
lifted up the
Nope.
top and then asked her,
Yeah.
and then she said "fuck you," and then
Yeah, we showed her the river, and then
I rolled a 16.
yeah, we'll just fill the barrel with
All the good it did.
all of the stuff and poke holes in it so that
Yeah.
the
Yep, it fills with water and and sinks.
Oh, so
fills
she
with the
The end,
fluid.
your 16 was a Pyrrhic victory.
all right. So she's defiantly just kind of
It goes in the barrel. We put some holes in the barrel so that it fills and sinks. And bam, she's thrown into the acid river.
now
Ain't no.
she is screaming and yelling. Just heads up there.
Yeah, but she's gagged.
Well, she's
Yeah,
something like that.
You're not gonna help.
ain't
Yeah.
gonna help. She already gonna be melted.
Well, I rolled a six. Whatever. All right. So you just killed
Well,
one of
that
the judges.
oh, that's fine, but the Fraternative Order will have to take an ass load of time finding someone else and taking them through the process and rigors, so that at least buys some time since, well, the dice just weren't on our side today.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
And it's sometimes that's just how it be.
Yeah. All right. So tonight you guys killed the magistrate. Do you want to do anything? I mean, that's
Yeah,
already
there's the
done.
thing. Nobody saw us with her either, so ain't nobody to point the finger at.
Well, again, simple commune can, come up with something.
Okay, but if you
Yeah,
ask
her
her,
body's
like,
gone. You're right.
your body's gone,
Yeah.
yep, she has no idea who killed her.
Yeah.
Thought you couldn't commune in Sigil.
Yeah. I
Yep.
mean, she's.
Well, the
Yeah.
bad guys can commune. We can't.
Yeah,
Well,
and the gods can't see what goes on in Sigil, so they ain't gonna know jack.
yeah, I'm with you on all that, guys. As far as the commune goes, remember the commune is only for okay. Did Marty get the Atlas book on this date? That's what I mean by communing with, the.
Yeah, but commune basically asks a deity for information.
Yeah,
And the problem is the deities can't see into Sigil, so that
yeah.
spell's useless.
Good point. All right, so you're right about that.
I am going to shut you down with logic, DM.
Well, you got me, but she defiantly says, "Go fuck yourself." So at least I won
Well,
that.
that's fine. Her replacement will probably be easier to manage.
All right.
And hey,
Well,
it has the double benefit of we're throwing a monkey wrench into the slave trade.
Maybe we can free some elves from slavery now.
well,
Like I said, at the very least, it delays the process. For now, we can deal with it later.
yeah, you've delayed the gun problem or the weapon problem, which is like a big deal. If you would have screwed up, you wouldn't have your weapons. Well, actually, that's up in the air. They got to get a new magistrate, guys. So you know all about that.
Yep, but when the new magistrate is announced for the city, because it has to be a public thing, we'll be able to work from there.
All right,
Well, I
so
don't know. The people may see the magistrate again. Magistrate Three's story might not be over.
well, yeah, you got me on that one. Yeah, you can definitely do something with that. All right,
Like, is the vote like tomorrow or what? Maybe, like I said, Dunn might be able to vote positively, and then we disappear.
I wouldn't put a lot of faith in his ability to mimic her convincingly to someone who knows her.
Well, we saw how defiant she could act. You've seen her mannerisms under pressure. So that's something you can mimic.
yeah, I mean, you could definitely some. I mean, there'd be a lot of roles for you to make. I mean, you would. It wouldn't be like with advantage or anything. As a matter of fact, the DC would be pretty low because they're not going to
And if I get
expect.
caught, we're all gonna die. I promise you
Well,
that.
I mean,
Well, if we get caught, you're gonna die. We'll make that question. We'll make that point right there.
well, I mean, you guys are not. You're making the right moves. You're not amateurs, as from what I can, assess from you
Well,
guys.
the dice just decided our bard would just not be convincing today.
Yeah, I mean, you could have completely fucked up in the abducting of her, and that went okay. A distraction and all that was good planning. It's a matter of planning, guys. It's a good plan. You're gonna probably do okay.
Yeah.
So wasn't this so much better than just murdering everyone in sight?
I mean, we did just
Well,
murder her, but that's after we exhausted all of our options.
yeah, it's kind of hard to, how smart you guys are and all that good stuff, making good moves and all that.
What would our chances have been against one of the guards?
Well, yeah, make sure that you guys are aware the guards are DC 5. So one level one's going up against maybe one guard of DC 5. He might yell out and say, "Hey, I need some help," and then his backup comes in, and that's another.
It's a CR5 for a standard guard. I think a
Yeah,
sergeant is like 10.
yeah, it's 10. The higher you get, the more difficult the guards are gonna be. Just
They're
so you
rocking what, like 40, 50 hit points for a
know.
normal guard?
Yeah,
Well, if it's a
Mister.
typical guard, it's like a level 5 fighter.
Yeah, it's a level 5 fighter. So level one guys going up against a DR 5, CR 5 guard is not going to be good. But I don't know. You guys might be like stunning me left and right, which which
With a
probably
bunch of monks.
yeah. I mean, if you think about how what you could
You were
do,
still
you,
salty about those monks.
yeah. I mean, there's no defense against a stun. I don't even get a saving throw, guys. That's why I hate monks.
Well, you did. You just kept failing it.
No, you. I'm pretty sure you don't get a save.
You
Stunning
do. Yeah,
fist.
you get a
Yeah.
saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
Yeah, you just kept.
Constitution,
They
I
just
think.
had like multiple stun attempts per round, and so they ensured that you just were gonna be stunned.
well, yeah. Of course, if you want to, play a monk, you're gonna do okay. So yeah.
But we'll just have to find out the results of this later. Like I
Yeah.
said, they
Go ahead.
she just kind of got disappeared off the face of Sigil.
Yeah, they're gonna investigate. It's gonna take a couple of sessions, guys, for them to replace. But for now, you've stopped the weapons issue for the game. That was, something that was kind of important. Because if you wouldn't have stopped that, like today, I would have just said next week, hey, you're gonna have to not use your weapons, from now on, and you guys wouldn't have a good time because that's not a good thing. So, all right. So we have like maybe an hour left. What do you guys want to do? A little bit more, or do you want to stick with this, or whatever? Doesn't matter to me. You technically
Well,
accomplished something today, which is important.
not the way that we would have liked to do it, but it's
It,
a
I
direction.
mean,
It's a
we did try nonviolence. Let's put it that way. So
yeah, I mean, you accomplished your mission, which is, I mean, you guys, yeah, just to make sure uh, the choices you decide for whatever session you do is kind of important. But whatever. So, what do you guys want to do now?
What about the Githyanki? Like, what can we do about them? Can we sabotage their ship or something
Oh
so they stop
yeah.
bringing in elf slaves? Or even if we freed some here, we'd probably get caught. I don't know. Unless you have places to hide elf
We're gonna
slaves.
have to find out more about their or more about where they're going and what
I
their
agree.
operation is
Well, you know the
if we're gonna
location
do
of
that.
one of the guilds.
But we heard they're going like to Skullport, so they're flying back and forth.
Yeah.
Where else they're going, don't know.
Well, I don't know how you guys want to handle that. You
Well, we'd
could.
have to. It would be interrogation or probably an investigation of some kind. We'd have to see where they're holding these people for the first part. If we're gonna free them, we got to find that part out. Which I don't think should be too much of a problem. It's gonna be the fact that once we get there,
Yeah, you trying to save
those
the
people
slaves
aren't.
is going to
Yeah,
be
that
almost impossible. Just to,
yeah. When they're probably not gonna want to let those people go.
Oh no, they're definitely not going to. That's the thing. It's like, what do you do here? Do you not much? We have to go somewhere else and take care of it there.
yeah, they're
Stop what's happening here.
yeah, the slaves are kept in kennels and cages, and there's a lot of them, guys. Remember, you have the Forgotten Realm slaves, you got the Greyhawk slaves, not
But
to
we
mention.
we should have enough public or party wealth to pool and pretend as a potential buyer if we want to see where they're being held, for instance. But at that point, we're going to have to decide what we're doing once we get there.
Yeah, as far as
True.
saving the slaves in the city, I mean that's going to be almost impossible because you're dealing with thousands of slaves being shipped, in and out of the city. Uh, you know, taking care of
Don't have to do it all at once, but we can certainly take care of cells and whatnot as we find them.
well, whatever. It's what I'll give you a diagram of how big the slave trade is, and then you can ponder how.
Maybe, but we don't have to. We're not. It's not feasibly possible for us to rescue every single one if it's that big.
Well,
But if we can make a big enough dent, then other people can start filling in.
well, if you
Well, and I think
resolve real fast,
the
guys, if you
purpose.
resolve the Biff issue, you wouldn't really have to worry about all that because it's.
Yeah, but I was also given a task, so I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
see
Oh
it
yeah.
through.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
we don't really know what the Biff. Okay,
Oh
in
yeah.
out of character, we understand there's the Biff issue.
Yeah, I
In
know.
character, we have no clue how to. We don't know what's going on.
Good point. All right. Well, I'm sorry. Was that Will saying something, or Mr. Ass, Azel?
Oh, I was just saying
Oh,
the
okay.
Biff issue stuff. Yeah, yeah.
What, Klein? Do you
And that
have
was
a?
us.
Okay. Klein, do you have an opinion? What do you think?
Well, in the background of my character, I was just trying to survive in the area, and then I found these guys, so I'm just sticking with them because I have no better place to go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, if you come up with a plan on how to save the city, that I think the guys might want to hear it.
Uh, Probably in a few sessions whenever I understand more of what's going on around,
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay.
because it's my first time, so I'm kind of like lost, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep with it.
All right. Well, I
Let me just say, if there are thousands of slaves being held, it shouldn't be too hard for us to find one location where they're not being held very carefully. We could free a few because I don't think anyone expected Lisa to free all the elven slaves, but perhaps enough to be useful.
Yep,
well,
let's do that. Let's check it out.
yeah. I mean, you can stop the leakage of the dam, but the leakage is gonna keep leaking. Just heads up there.
Well, the rebellion has to start someplace.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you got a good plan,
Well,
you can do pretty much anything.
Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, you are correct, guys.
And perhaps if Lisa does well in a small task, she'll be trusted with something larger.
Well, she's a bit what's the word? Impulsive. Uh, you know, but maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. You've solved the issue with me trying to speak with Dead, so you guys have good ideas, is you know, what I'm saying. If you wouldn't have thought of that, you would have said, "Well, let's put her in the river, or let's just kill her now." I would eventually come back with, "Okay, well, we found her body. We're doing a commune with Dead. You're in big fucking trouble." So just something like that.
Well, that could
Actually
play out
wouldn't-
because
that actually wouldn't have helped because
Yeah, go ahead.
even then, you know what I would have countered with that, DM? They never saw our faces.
Well,
They could round up all the goblin bosses in the city, and they're not going to get
And
any
Speak
closer
with
to us.
Dead can only give you information that they know. They knew.
well, okay. I'm just it's talking shit. So yeah. All right. Well, I think this is a.
All right, so
Go ahead.
yeah, it's 9 o'clock here, so that's a good.
Yeah, we
Stopping
did
point.
nothing but RPing, which just to.
Which is very rare for you, DM. I know. We didn't try to go murder
Well, I kind of
hobo.
feel bad over the British guy. I feel a little bit bad about that.
Okay, so this is the second session as a level 1, so
Next week, year 2.
we will be leveling to now that this session's finished, we all go to level 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
So make sure to level your character sheets. If you don't, do you guys know how to do that in Foundry?
I do, and we could maybe work Klein through it.
Yeah, if you guys want to
Do I
stick
just go to
around
the?
and talk about
Okay,
things.
so just open up your character sheets where it says level 1 in the top right. You'll see a little arrow next to it. You just click that. It'll say level up. And then you'll go to level 2.
How are we deciding new hit point max? Take average, roll? What are we
Taking
doing?
average.
Taking the average.
Okay, so we are done for tonight. Am I
Nice.
correct?
Yep. I mean it's 9 p.m. here.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
not
I
that
mean,
much.
we.
Not
Huh?
Um,
Oh, wait.
I
I'm
think-
only choosing spells with the Player Handbook 2014.
Oh,
Only
14.
2014?
Yeah. I don't. I'm not gonna be buying any 24. For one thing, I hate some of the. Let me stop the stream because I don't want to. And
Also, there is a TCE, Tasha Cauldron of Everything. What about that one?